Well, good morning to you. Can you believe it is Tuesday? We are into the week and the final week of August at that. Good morning. Good welcome,
Yeah, it's a good welcoming morning. That's what it is.
Welcoming
And
morning.
I will take it, especially on a Tuesday. We are calling it Tuesday. That means we choose all the good stuff. We're choosing good conversation,
That's right.
beautiful moments, and a whole lot of inspiration coming your way, Mzansi. So get ready for it.
All right, so we're kicking things off with a varsity football victory as UJ's Orange Army celebrates a spectacular 5-0 win in the women's final. I love more women in sports. Can we please encourage this going forward? So we're joined by champions Akia Pua as well as Ayanda and Machadiso. We're really excited to welcome them onto the stage.
5-0. That's like a full house. The boom is off.
Come on.
The boom is off, okay? And listen, it's also Women's Month. We are still celebrating all our incredible women. We've got Taryn Hunter-Sharman of the Brave Collective who's joining us to talk self-worth, financial independence, and owning your voice. Carrying that theme over from yesterday, actually.
Yeah, please, let's do that. We're also celebrating 90 years of the SABC as Temba Gwejela takes us through some of the moments that obviously shaped our screens and what the future holds for the broadcaster.
Hold up now, I didn't get a slice of that cake. What's
come
happening here, guys? Hey, you gotta send that down to us. Oh, it looks delicious. But listen, we also going to be turning up the music with Afrikaans pop star Zoe joining us to chat about her new single, May Yerde. I don't know what it's about exactly, but we're going to find out soon. We get front row seats to this conversation, this talent, and all the good stuff from Mzansi. The question is, though, are you ready? Do the following. Take a deep breath. Feel that thing called life inside of you and enjoy that infinite possibility you've been blessed with.
Well, let's get straight into your national news headlines to kickstart the day, where Eskom says City Power has settled its electricity debt of more than 5.25 billion rand in full, following intervention and mediation under the Ministry of Electricity and Energy. Now, the final payment of more than 1.8 billion rand was received on Friday, prompting Eskom to withdraw legal action that could have led to reduced or terminated supplies out in Johannesburg. Meanwhile, the Department of Water and Sanitation says more than 65% of water supplied to the eThekwini is wasted and unpaid. It warns that leaks and unmetered water are hampering infrastructure repairs. In other national news, police operations in the Cape Town Metro have led to the arrest of 3 people and the seizure of drugs and abalone. In Khayelitsha, officers arrested a 57-year-old woman and seized more than 7,000 Mandrax tablets and 1.6 kilograms of crystal meth worth about 1.5 million rand. Now, in Gordons Bay, 2 suspects were arrested after police found more than 480 pieces of abalone in 4 bags. Police say it is the 3rd abalone-related arrest in the area in 6 weeks. Now, all 3 suspects are expected to appear in court. Well, let's look at your international news making headlines now, where authorities in China are investigating allegations that formaldehyde has been used to keep cabbage fresh for consumers. Now, the colorless chemical, commonly found in building materials and glue, is also used as a preservative in morgues and laboratories and is known to cause cancer. Now, its use on food is banned in China. Officials are conducting random checks at markets after footage appeared showing cabbages being dipped in the chemical. China produces almost half of the world's cabbage, much of which is exported across Asia. Now, in other news, 2 UN peacekeepers have been killed and 7 others wounded in an ambush in South Sudan. The UN mission says unknown attackers opened fire on a patrol. Now, 3 of the wounded are peacekeepers, while 2 are South Sudanese police officers and 2 are civilians. The UN has condemned the attack as unacceptable, saying its personnel are deployed to help maintain peace in the country. Now, violence involving communities, youth gangs, and government forces remains common in the area where the peacekeepers operate, although attacks on UN personnel are relatively rare. Now, for your first bit of news on this Tuesday, we close off with a retired Boeing 737 that has traded the skies for the seabed and found a whole new community. The aircraft, once part of the Canadian Airlines fleet, was stripped and cleaned of all residual pollutants before being sunk off Vancouver in 2006. Now 30 meters underwater, the 30-meter long jet has become an artificial reef. More than 100 marine species have been identified living around the aircraft, including rockfish, sea stars, octopuses, anemones, and schools of juvenile fish, using the plane's structure for cover. Now, the wreck, known as Zeo Reef, has become a popular dive site and provides a home for marine life in an area that was almost barren 20 years ago. A rather nice gift to the environment. Well, that's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. It's time now to get your sporting highlights, and Raul standing by.
Thank you so much, Carissa. We spoke about it, we dealt with it yesterday, but we've got to talk about rugby and what's looking ahead. Now, the Springboks have made changes for Saturday's rematch against New Zealand, taking place in Cape Town, as they look to bounce back from their 33-16 defeat. Now, Handré Pollard returns at fly-off, while Ethan Hooker and Kobus Reinach come into the starting lineup for the injured Cheslin Colby, as well as Grant Williams. Well, moving to football news as the Premier League takes off, Chelsea kicked off their campaign with a thrilling 3-2 victory over London rivals Fulham at Craven Cottage. Now, debutant Morgan Rogers scored his first goal for the club, while Cole Palmer also found the net. Now, up next in the English Premier League, Erling Haaland will sport a new look, having ditched his iconic hair as Manchester City face Crystal Palace on Friday. Well, sticking to football news and bringing it back to local fronts, match day 4 of the Premiership gets underway tonight, with 4 fixtures across the country taking place. Defending champions Orlando Pirates host Sekhukhune United, while Kruger United welcome Durban City to Mbombela Stadium. Now, in Bloemfontein, Siwelele face Chippa United, while Maruma Gallants take on TS Galaxy in Rustenburg, and all 4 matches are taking place with a kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Well, rounding off this edition of sport, we move to cycling news, and stage 3 of the Vuelta a España was cancelled after extreme weather hit the race. Now, heavy hail and thunderstorms forced riders to seek shelter before organisers called off the stage on safety grounds. Now, the race continues today with a 104-kilometre mountain stage starting and finishing in Andorra la Vella. Well, we dive into weather up next to see what you can wear and how to look good for the day. Here's the latest. So let's talk all things weather, and yes, of course, we're starting off as always in Polokwane. Now let's see what the day is in store for you, because it looks like partly cloudy skies are going to be taking up most of your day. Our temperatures start at a low of 9 degrees, rising to a high of 29 degrees. Now tomorrow will be spent under bright sunny skies, with temperatures ranging between 10 and a warm high of 27 degrees. Moving to Klerksdorp next, it looks like sunny skies will set the tone for your day. Temperatures starting at a chilly 7 degrees, but climbing to a warm high of 28 degrees. Now, as we look ahead for the coming week, cloudy conditions are expected tomorrow, with temperatures ranging between 11 and 28 degrees. From Klerksdorp, we move to Pretoria next, and you can expect partly cloudy skies throughout your day today. Temperatures ranging between a fresh 12 degrees and a high of 28 degrees. You've got lingering clouds which will be sticking around, and temperatures sitting at 28 degrees tomorrow before easing to 23 by Thursday and Friday. Moving up to Jersey next, and predominantly sunny skies are set for your day. Temperatures moving between a chilly 11 degrees and a high of 25 degrees for your maximum. Now, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions will define the coming days, with tomorrow's temperatures much the same as today, peaking at 25 degrees. Out in Mbombela, it looks like you're all set for partly cloudy conditions today. The temperatures are sitting between a low of 13 degrees and a high of 29. Now, looking ahead, rain is likely from Thursday at 50%, easing to 20% by Friday, with temperatures thereafter warming up. From Mbombela, we move to Bloemfontein next inland, and sunny skies look like they're going to be holding throughout your day today, starting off at a cold 5 degrees, but climbing to a nice warm maximum of 27 degrees. You've got sun-filled skies which will turn cloudy by tomorrow, with daytime highs ranging from the mid to upper 20s, all for the rest of the week. Moving up to the coast now, and out in Richards Bay, you can expect mostly sunny skies on your side of town, accompanied by easterly winds. Now, temperatures sit between a cool 17 degrees and a high of 26 degrees today, And grey skies seem to be defining your days for tomorrow. You've got a 55% chance of rain, easing to 25% by Thursday. Sticking to the coast and moving to Durban up next. It looks like sunny skies will be taking over your Tuesday. And it's a Tuesday, so choose wisely when you get out there and dress accordingly. Temperatures ranging from a cool 17 to a warmer 23 degrees. Your sunny skies will be gradually turning cloudy and humid tomorrow. 40% chance of rain increasing to 55% by Thursday. Out in Mthatha, it looks like the sun is dominating your skies today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 10 degrees before rising to a high of 24. Your skies will gradually turn cloudy and humid tomorrow, with grey skies continuing through to the weekend. We're out in Mmuba up next, and looks like the sunny skies continue and will remain sunny throughout your day today. Our temperatures ranging from a cold 6 degrees to a high of 29 degrees. And as we look ahead, the temperatures will peak at 31 degrees on Friday, with tomorrow's low sitting at 23 degrees. Out in Kugompo City up next, and it looks like a mostly sun-filled day which lies ahead. Temperatures starting at 13 degrees, rising to a high of 21. Now, cloudy skies are expected as the week progresses, with a 50% chance of rain tomorrow and strong winds set for Thursday. From Kugompo, we move to Gqeberha, and looks like sunny skies are going to be featuring across your region today. Your temperatures starting from a brisk 12 degrees and climbing to a high of 19 degrees for your maximum. Now, grey skies will define the days ahead, with temperatures remaining cool to pleasant and reaching a high of 22 degrees by Friday. Out in the neighbours George, it looks like much of your day will also be spent under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drifting from a fresh 10 degrees to a high of 17 degrees. Now, tomorrow brings cloudy and humid conditions with a daytime high of 19 and a morning low of 11 degrees. We'll continue along the coast now. From George, we move to Cape Teasy out in Cape Town, and it looks like sunny conditions remain in place for much of your day today. You're accompanied by winds reaching 35 kilometers per hour from the south, but temperatures are sitting between a cool 12 degrees and a high of only 20 degrees for your maximum. You've got grey skies, which will also define much of your week ahead. I'm moving back inland to Southies, and it always looks like warm weather out over here. Sunny days definitely lie ahead, and you're clear of any rain. Temperatures are shifting between a cold 4 degrees and a high of 26 degrees today. And a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions will define the coming days, while strong winds are expected on Friday and Saturday. Now moving to Kimberley, sunny skies are set to dominate your forecast today. Temperatures move from a low of 7 degrees and all the way up to a high of 29 degrees for your maximum. Now, warmth will continue across the region, with tomorrow's temperatures remaining much the same at 29 degrees after a low of 11. Now we move to Uppies up next, always bringing the heat, and today you'll look up to bright sunny skies. Temperatures ranging between a cool 10, and that's a minimum, and moving to a hot high of 33 degrees for your maximum. The sun-filled skies will turn partly cloudy for the rest of the week. Temperatures remain hot, consistently reaching 33 degrees through to Wednesday. But here's the rest of the weather patterns that you can see across the country for your Tuesday. But hey, let's get excited because it's time to dive into our sunrise view of the hour. And this one was sent in by Keith Dyer. This man's a regular coming through from Konubi. Whoa, this is in Kugompo City. What a beautiful shot. This is that pre-dawn, you know, that like beautiful bright hues of orange. You've got the yellows, we've got all the drama in the sky, and we absolutely love it. 21 degrees, that's the maximum temperature you can expect on your side of town, Keith. But hey, man, you set the bar. Absolutely loving this shot. The question is, Mzansi, can you do better? Or if not better, just maybe something different. We'd love to see your sunrise view, and we're going to share it in the next hour. So come through, send it in. The number's 0630369649. We'd love to know what it looks like on your side of town, and also to help us maybe just get a good look on. And speaking of a good look, we've got someone that is dying to get your opinion on what to wear for the day.
Well, you're absolutely right. It is Tuesday, and that obviously means that I'm going to implore your help. Please come through, Mzansi, and let me know out of these two options which one you're going for as we step out of the cold winter into our spring summer. Now, of course, we know that today we're going to have to get into some stylish outfits that are inspired by Spring Summer 2026. So option one, let's get straight into it. We're going for the dress. This is a bold, colorful tie-back flowy maxi dress. Now, of course, it is styled with those iconic wedges in the color cream, some gold accessories, and then a khaki tote, just to make sure that everything that we own, we're not doing our girl grip and trying to keep it in our hands. They belong in our beautiful khaki tote. Option one comes together beautifully, definitely pushing that spring summer agenda, and that might be something that you want to go for. But let me give you option two before you make up your mind entirely. So over here we of course have the classic chic linen blend two-piece. Now this one is styled with some animal print, a snake print in particular, a brown cord heel, and then of course we've got a shopper bag and then gold accents to just elevate it a little bit. A little gold hoop for the earrings as well. Option one and option two is for your choosing and your liking. So which one will you be going for, a beige number or a colorful one? Head over to our Expresso social pages to vote for your favorite look. Will it be the Maxi Magic or the Linen Luxe? Now don't forget to include that very important hashtag styled by Willies, and I'd be very excited to see which option you will go for.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning as we are celebrating an absolute icon. We're talking about, of course, our SABC. From iconic shows and unforgettable radio voices to news, music, sports, all of the above. What is your favorite SABC memory in its 90 years of operating? Now, we all grew up watching the SABC to this day. We are still loyal to, of course, our South African broadcaster. For me, it had to be SABC 1 during the week where I used to sit down and watch the sitcom 7 o'clock every single day. And on a Friday, Jam Alley, of course. Sorry. That's something we will always remember as we reflect on 9 decades of course, broadcasting across the nation and beyond. So let us know on a voice note 0630369649. Otherwise, you can hit us up across our socials. You can easily find us at Expresso Show, and then you can see us on Facebook and on Instagram. What's your favorite memory? We would love to share in the nostalgia as we head over to Joburg, talking about the future of the SABC as we meet more contestants from the top billing Top 40.
Thank you, KTZ Foshizi. Good morning. Oh, listen, Mzansi, we're coming to you live from the Samsung DQX this morning. A big welcome to the city of gold as we've just come from the mother city. And it's going to be a beautiful show today, right?
It's going to be such a good one. Chan Chan and Zan Zan, we're holding it down here in Johannesburg. But is a star being born right in front of our eyes? Because the truth is, every television star has to start somewhere. And right now, lives are about to change forever on S3. The search for the next phase of Top Billing has introduced us to some phenomenal personalities, and our next guest, no exception.
100%, because he brought his unique voice, authenticity, and pure passion to his audition tape. That's why he's here, honey, earning him a well-deserved spot in the top 40. Please, everybody, let's give him a feel-good welcome. It's Timothy Muteba.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Amazing, and you?
I am happy. I'm excited, quite nervous. I'm trying my best to keep a calm television face. I hope it's working.
Poker face. Yes,
Yeah,
it is
definitely.
working. Can I quickly just say, I don't know why, but you remind me of Simba. I feel like, you know, he's giving me those vibes.
Spoken into the universe, and
That's the
Love
biggest
him to bits,
compliment
yeah.
anyone could ever give you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, Simba Mini, let's talk to you. Of course, we know that you gave us the authenticity, you gave us the passion, you gave us the vibes in your audition tape. But when there's no camera, when there's no lights, when there's no action, who is Timothy? Talk to us, my love.
Definitely a child of God, you know, a
Amen.
lover of people, a lover of the life, the good life, and all the great opportunities that it has to offer us. And I'm a natural gym bunny, where you're not going to see me behind the camera or behind the mic. I'm definitely in the gym or at a paddle or tennis court. I'm a very funny guy. I'm trying my best to not crack a joke for you guys in studio.
Do it.
Okay? I'm going to end up saying a knock-knock joke.
Oh, no, Trevor Noah.
Let's do that, actually. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Timothy.
Timothy who?
Timothy, your next top billing presenter.
Oh,
what I did there?
like it. I love that.
The thing is, once he actually bags this, they're going to run the tape back. And that's going to
Keep
be
it
your
on
clip.
record. Keep it on record.
Put it
Yeah.
on record. Look, when you watched Top Billing all these years ago, you know that it's all about the local and the global travel destinations. Have you traveled? What is your favorite travel destination? And which one is on your bucket list too?
So I've went to Mauritius, and I'm planning on being a seasoned traveler this year.
Yes.
Hopefully Top Billing does the right thing.
Passport gang.
And I'm definitely wishing to go to Thailand. I think it's a very beautiful space.
She's
Things are quite
been.
cheap there as well. So yeah, definitely want to be there.
Lovely.
I love Thailand. Thailand was amazing. We did it for the Tropical Island search. It was incredible. So you're going to enjoy it.
Let's go together next time.
Oh,
Hi, and me.
and I'll be a top billing guest presenter.
Yeah.
You can come as our friend.
I will. And the thing
I'll
is,
fit
this
in the
one,
suitcase.
I even asked her to bring me pad thai back. She didn't. So can you at least help us sister out?
I got you. I got
Okay,
you.
fine, we'll go together, my baby. But my Timothy, talk to us. Because we feel like, you know, when it comes to the good life, as you've said,
Yeah.
you know, there's always that moment that absolutely just clicks in everybody. Whether it's I love watching Top Billing or it's I need to be on Top Billing.
Yeah.
When did it click for you that you had to enter?
I think from a very young age, I think I've been watching Top Billing from primary school all the way through to high school. And everyone at school knows that Timothy wants to be on Top Billing. And I'm a firm believer in when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. And I've been preparing for this moment. I think it is very important for us to remember that every seed that we sow in the industry is preparing us for the germination and the harvest. And I feel like Top Billing is my harvest. I've been, you know, kind of dabbling in and there with different works, the emceeing vibes, the presenting and all of that kind of stuff. And I believe that now's my time to shine.
Oh, it definitely is. You're saying presenting, you're saying emceeing. Would you become a producer and produce your own segments within Top Billing? And if yes, what would that be?
Definitely. You know what? Put me on a plane, take me to a private island. I needed an excuse to show off the six-pack I've been working on. Okay?
Oh,
no,
darling.
listen here. Top Billing is... So we need to make sure we are there. No, but honestly, just anything that allows me to tell a story. I believe that we are the only link between the viewer and the experience that we're trying to sell to them.
Yeah.
And if you aren't relatable, you know, and just showing people that you are able to grasp that good life, it's only within arm's reach. Just work hard and
So you see what
Everything's
Timothy
possible.
did?
Yeah.
He said, I know Jonathan is there.
Yes.
I know Fez is there.
Yes.
My six-pack also needs to be there.
Yes,
Listen, 2 months, 2 months, we're getting there.
Is it a
okay?
6-pack or an 8-pack? Which one is it?
Where we at?
So far it's 2.
We're
We're getting there.
As long as it's a pack with it, you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
better than nothing.
Oh, Timothy, you're incredible. You're still going to be hanging around with us. We're going to be putting your presenter skills to the test. Are you ready?
100%. Let's do this.
He seems ready. Yeah. You know, Timothy, along with all of our incredible hopefuls, they are truly so talented. But also, my friend, I feel like they bring something unique, each and every one of them.
They do.
You got to make sure you keep your eyes glued to your screen as we reveal more top 40 contenders, my friend, later in the show and put their skills to the test.
And remember, you can also watch the top billing Top 40 Presenter Search on SABC Plus by visiting the official SABC Plus Top Billing Presenter Search page or streaming it via the SABC Plus mobile application. I mean, we're holding it down here in Joburg, rather, but we have the very beautiful people in Cape Town. What's still coming up on the show?
You talking about me? You talking about... Thank you so much. Ladies, absolutely love it and absolutely love the fact that we could dive into some more of that potential talent for top billing. But for now, though, we're going to dive into some master classes. Yeah, we got some ladies on the forefront. The Dove Master Class is taking place and it's all about building confidence once again and celebrating varsity football glory. It's all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is Women's Month after all, so let's keep those celebrations going.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. Now, you know, we've been partnering with Dove for something so exciting. And recently, Dove brought confidence, self-care and individuality into the spotlight with an inspiring masterclass just designed to celebrate what makes each of us uniquely ourselves. From honest conversations and beauty insights to practical tips for feeling good in your own skin. Now, the session was all about embracing confidence from the inside out. And here's a look at some of the standout moments.
Today just confirmed that authenticity is key.
They've given us the platform and the space and the campaign for us to help them along the way.
They Thank you once again for being here, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
This is a brand that not only have we grown with it, but it has grown with us. Good morning, Davleen!
Because we'll be talking about an industry that's close to all of our hearts, that we've been investing in for many years, and that is the creator economy.
Storytelling for me is very important. It has actually quite an important role in the way that I offer health and health.
This brand resonates with me. I hold it very close to my heart. I believe in real beauty, and beauty should be a source of joy, should be a source of happiness and not anxiety.
The creator economy for me is a space that is quite dynamic, that is almost open to all people.
I think more than anything, storytelling, tell a story in whatever you do.
I feel truly blessed to be in a room with such wonderful people.
What is making people scroll past content? What is making people laugh?
It's learning how to perfect that audio situation, learning how to take all these little things that you have and using it to tell your story better.
The number one consumer problem, dry skin.
Turning my focus into being very intentional about my content.
How important it is to create content for your audience.
The Creator Growth Lab was my favorite session of today. It was so insightful.
Always happy to be part of the Dove family.
We love a skin that doves, and thank you for taking us in that front row seat into an incredible masterclass. A beautiful reminder, in fact, from Dove that confidence can mean something different to each and every one of us. From self-care to embracing your individuality, it is about finding what makes you feel comfortable and completely yourself. Celebrating real beauty and the confidence that comes from being you.
Dove with 1/4 moisturizer, which cares like cream for 24-hour nourished skin.
Your skin's looking glowy.
Glowing. Dove, the #1 bar, recommended by dermatologists.
Oh, thank you for that. I didn't even know what to say.
All right, now Mzansi, you're here with us in the beautiful South and DQX in Johannesburg, but I am not the host for today. It is the incredible Timothy.
Oh, yes, definitely. Welcome back to it. I mean, you're still tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3, and if you've just joined us, a very good morning and a happy Tuesday. Now, we like to call our next guests the Orange Army, and they're celebrating after the University of Johannesburg were crowned the 2026 Varsity Football Women's Champions. Now, putting on a statement performance to beat the UP Tuks 5-0 at UJ Soweto Stadium in front of a passionate home crowd. UJ turned the final into a party, producing a dominant display to lift the trophy on home soil and cap a brilliant tournament campaign. And this morning, we are joined by 3 of the players who helped make it all happen. Defender Akia Pewa, attacker Ayanda Mniembane, and goalkeeper Matshidiso Masebe.
Oh, let's give them a feel good welcome. Congratulations, ladies.
Sure.
Hey. Wow. And also 5-0. Did you guys have to do that?
Yeah,
like that?
we had to.
They literally had to bring back what we experienced with Portugal and Uzbekistan at the World Cup a few months ago. Now, guys, honestly, how did you guys do it? I know that 5-0 is a very big gap. Were you guys expecting that win, or did it come as a surprise to you guys as well?
Honestly speaking, for us, because firstly we did play against UP Tuks in the group stages, but for us it was a thing of we need to do more than we did in the group stages. So we just kept our calm, stayed humble, and made sure that we actually win it and score a lot of goals.
I love that. Talk to me, guys. What was it this season? What made you go, this time we are going to bring back the trophy? Talk to me, my love.
I think that the players were more motivated because of last year they lost in the finals. Then this year we were like, no, guys, we need to do something. We need to bring a change. And also the feeling of losing Engine also motivated us to win the Varsity Cup.
Yeah.
And also having young players who are hungry, especially first years coming into play, and having seniors who didn't play last year coming back to play, and I'm one of them. So the feeling was great because we were like, no, guys, we need to win. We need to do something to lift us up.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I mean, you being one of the seniors that came back and played this year, and you are the goalkeeper, and your team has been scoring goals after goals after goals. They're literally on the other side of the field, and you were alone at your goal post. How were you celebrating with them when you were on the other side of the field?
Actually, when they celebrate, because they ran there by the corner and I won't reach. So I'm just there alone. Then after I go to my defenders, would be like, yes. Then coach would be like, TD, please close the gap there, close the doors. Please don't concede.
Because you can get carried away sometimes, you know?
Yes, we can. Then the next thing you concede and so it's either I relax at the bank, then they go celebrate and they come back tired. Even if the team attacks, then me and my defenders, we still have energy to actually help them also.
Oh, no, that's definitely.
I love that. Ayanda, what's the dreams, Tanasam? What do you guys want to do? Is it banyana? You want to go to WEFCON one day? What do you think it is that is going to be the end goal for you and the team?
I think for each and every one of us here, we deserve to go far beyond than just what South Africa. And I think and believe that we are all capable to do so. Yes, maybe Banyana is part of the goal, but it goes far more beyond that. I think we're much more worthy of playing international.
Oh, come on.
Definitely.
Like,
It's possible. It's very possible.
So then talk to us. Well, it can definitely happen.
Yeah.
What is international for you guys? Like, is it playing for, I don't know, the Chelsea female team, or what is it?
You say Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh, me
Chelsea,
too.
it is.
Yes, what about you guys? What do you support?
Liverpool.
Oh. And you?
We'll try again next time.
Man City. In any case.
And that is beautiful, guys. Thank you so much. And we're wishing you guys all the best in your journey. And viewers, that's exactly why we call them the Orange Army. And they have their hands on the trophy. But for these players, this could be just the beginning. With Banyana, an ambition for many of South Africa's top young players. UJ's champions will be hoping this title is another step towards the next level. But now we are holding it down in our Samsung DQS studio here.
We are indeed.
And,
but before we go over to Cape TZ
Yeah.
for Sheezy, we're going to take a short break.
Okay.
And when we come back, it's more goodness on your Feel
Oh,
Good Breakfast
definitely. We have
show.
to pay bills, but we'll be right back after these.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Ladies, listen up. We often blame breakouts, dullness, and even skin changes on our skincare routine or even our hormones. But in some cases, your skin could be signaling something happening beneath the surface. So joining us once again is Sanya van Veek from Pharmacodynamics to basically unpack the fascinating connection between insulin resistance and also our skin health. So Sanya, welcome back and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Kaisa.
Vital conversation because our skin is everything. It's what we wear every day. But most people, I think, would never connect the two together. Insulin-resistant skin problems, how are they related?
Our skin is very responsive to what is happening on the inside, and typically we think of the hormone insulin in a metabolic context. It's the hormone that helps to regulate blood sugar. It's also this pathway that becomes resistant, and then the body compensates by producing more insulin. But what's interesting is that insulin also acts on multiple other tissues in the body, like the ovaries, which remains insulin sensitive. So when there's high insulin levels, it may overstimulate the ovaries, leading to an increase in the production of male hormones like testosterone. And it is this hormonal shifts and changes that starts appearing on the skin.
Sanya, that is so interesting. I'm learning so much today. So going off of that, what are some of the skin signs associated with insulin resistance?
Many women may experience acne or oily skin. Also, skin tags is associated with insulin resistance, excess body or facial hair, thinning of hair on the scalp, and then also darkened skin patches. That's typically around the neck or under the arms. And you know, many women with PCOS, or what's now officially been called PMOS, may recognize some of these symptoms.
It's definitely the first things that people pick up and go, warning signs, I need to pay attention here. Many women also focus on skin symptoms, like you've mentioned, without recognizing the underlying hormonal but also metabolic issues that are happening.
Absolutely. And while skincare is always important, it is just as important to look at the bigger picture. And managing insulin resistance is important for hormonal balance support and also supporting the skin from within. And you know, that starts with lifestyle, balanced nutrition, regular movement, maintaining a healthy weight, stress management, sleep quality. All of that influence insulin sensitivity and support hormonal balance. And Pharmadynamics wants to help you with that. We offer free lifestyle support on the MNI website, mnilifestyle.co.za, and that includes meal plans, exercise programs, and there's also self-assessments for sleep, stress, and weight.
I love that you're saying back to the basics.
Yes.
That's what we have to do each and every time. And of course, there is support to help you. So beyond the lifestyle changes that at least we have some assistance in, where do nutritional supplements actually come in supporting this hormonal balance?
So there are targeted nutritional supplements that may provide meaningful additional support, especially for women with insulin resistance, hormonal imbalance, and the effect of that on the skin. So Pharmadynamics offers Skinvance and Zinc. It's in the MNI product range. It contains a blend of natural plant-derived ingredients that help to support skin health and also the effect of hormonal imbalance and insulin resistance on the skin. So speak to your doctor or pharmacist whether Skinvance and Zinc is a suitable nutritional supplement for you. It is NAPI coded. It is available without a prescription from your nearest pharmacy. Adult women can take one Skinvance tablet and one Zincol G tablet. It has added zinc and collagen to support skin health from within.
Sanya coming through once again with all of the help that we may need. I know that you've at least saved somebody's life today. I mean, this conversation reminds us that our skin may be reflecting more than what's happening actually beneath the surface. And by supporting our overall well-being and our metabolic health, solutions like Skinvance can help us put our best face forward.
And now I think we're going to put our best belly forward. It's obviously work from the inside out, like you've just heard, because it is important. So I've got a question for you, right? Do you love dumplings, but maybe not the folding part of it, right? I think I got a couple of yeses there. Well, listen, the internet has turned the classic pork dumpling into a layered lasagna. Yeah, you heard correctly. And today, foodie and content creator Ash Flo is testing it with her daughter. And, that's her daughter, Sarah, Tastemaster Junior Season 2 contestant. That's Sarah Flowers. And I think Ash and Sarah together are going to maybe show us what this mother-daughter shortcut is all about and whether it's a hot mess or a success. So firstly, ladies, good morning. How are we doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah, this is your safe space now. It's not a competition anymore.
Yeah.
Seriously, you can relax. You can enjoy this, right? How are we feeling after that, by the way?
It was a lot,
Yeah?
definitely, but I'm very grateful for the experience because I got to learn a lot in the kitchen also.
And maybe unlock a potential career one day, yeah? Well, listen, Ash, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to talk about this mom duo in a bit, but let's talk about what's going on here. So on the screens, I don't know if you guys have seen this, we've got this whole sort of TikTok inspiration. I know this is not your recipe, but we're going to put you to the test to see if you can replicate this, and then we'll be the judges to see whether it's a hot mess or a success. So, have you seen the little 411 on what's going on here? You guys confident to try replicate this?
Yes.
Oh, geez, okay, all right, straight to it. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Any ideas or tips for the people at home that are watching here in terms of your version of this?
I think just flavor however you would like. You don't really have to follow the recipe exactly. So just tweak it and add your preferences.
Check's mom's looking at you like, that's my daughter there, I'm proud. All right, while you are busy doing this, I'm going to see if we can also maybe cook and talk at the same time. That's the real pressure. Okay, so firstly, mom-daughter duo. Is there competition in the kitchen these days, or is it more of like a pairing, like, okay, mom, I'll make this, and then you guys like take turns in meals, or is it a collab effect?
We normally take turns, I would say, and then we also enjoy cooking together certain meals.
Any favorites?
We actually like Asian style, so we like doing the bao buns together because it's quite bonding because we actually do the dough ourselves.
Oh, you have to get involved.
Yes,
it's like a process.
Yes.
So lots of good conversation happening in the kitchen, right? Bonding time. This is then your forte, I would imagine.
Yes.
You've never tried something like this before, though, or have you?
Just dumplings, I'd say. I won't say.
But never the lasagna part.
It's
It's interesting.
It's almost like we're making a pie in a weird way.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
That's interesting.
Sarah, what about you in terms of like memories that you created with mom and stuff like that? Is this quite a thing that you look forward to? Time in the kitchen, making and creating?
I think especially with like school and work, it's definitely a time that I enjoy because we just get to almost escape that sense of pressure.
The chaos of life. So this is almost like your call it your therapy, maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
I can imagine processing a lot in the kitchen, especially the fact that you're in control, you're in a safe space, and you're creating something beautiful. You mentioned obviously Asian dishes are your favorite and dumplings. What's something that like didn't go according to plan that you need to redo? Is there anything that you're still trying to master, or have you conquered it all?
I think maybe like the dough of bao buns, because once we were trying to make it and then it didn't really rise properly. So more of that.
But dough is always intimidating. I mean, there's so much like science behind it. Sometimes it's got to set, it's got to rest, you've got to fold it, you've got to knead it. There's a whole lot of work behind that. Sarah, what was the experience like with regards to Tastemaster in terms of how much it's like prepared you for moments like this? Because you seem so calm in the kitchen right now. You seem like, this is just another day. Different experience to what you went through then?
It definitely is different. I feel like it's more relaxed compared to Tastemaster because obviously that was a competition.
There's pressure,
and there's a lot of pressure to do it perfectly.
And what did you like take away from that comp in terms of your young chef journey? What learnings stood out for you?
I think I definitely learned that there's no such thing as a mistake in the kitchen. It's always a learning moment.
Always learning, forever the student. I find that to be very true out in this space. How's this meal looking, by the way? Are we happy?
I think I am happy. Yes.
And consistency-wise, I think there's a lot of people that might possibly replicate this at home. What would you do in terms of how this should look? Anything you change, or this is pretty much on it?
I think it's pretty much on it, yeah. Because I can smell the flavors are here.
Oh, it's proper. I can't wait to tuck into this and really, really go ham with it. Sarah, on your side, I see you obviously doing a couple layers over there. How many have you done so far?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's a proper chef. You're so involved in the process, you don't even know what's going on. You're like, I just want to do my thing. All right, but I think this is possibly maybe the third.
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I saw on the video there's a couple layers. It doesn't really matter how many you do as long as you've got the ingredients to suit it. And this is where you can get creative with the sometimes. So we are testing out a recipe right now that we found on TikTok. And we've got our mom-daughter duo over here. And I think already doing some incredible stuff, showing us how calm they can be in the kitchen. We really need to find a challenge for you guys that can put you under pressure here. This is far too easy. Far too easy. All right. So you have prepared something in the future for us, but I gotta be grateful for this opportunity. Seeing a youngster flex like this in the kitchen, you must be proud, right, Mom?
Definitely.
Yeah?
I'm so proud of where she's come from and where she's going to.
All right. Well, officially, we've got 2 judges. One is already here. We've got another one standing by. Oh, Carissa's going to come in here and make sure that...
This looks amazing. What a combination.
How interesting is this, Carissa? We've got this plate over here. I'm going to kind of bring it closer to us.
All right.
This is
it
the
smells
end
good.
result. So just talk to us about how we would get to this point after what Sarah's done over there.
So you would take your lasagna, dumpling lasagna, and you would put it in your pot and then steam it for a few minutes until you can see that it's like kind of translucent.
So it gets steamed, not baked.
Yeah.
Weird, huh?
How do I eat this? How do we attack
So
it?
I know that there's no real way, but we've got like a fork here with a plate, so maybe just like
The
try and scoop
blasphemy.
something up. I don't know if you cut it like a pie or... There's meat in here, I can tell you that much. All right, watch, don't ruin your new look. And okay, I got some meat,
You
I've got
got
layers.
something?
Yeah. Oh, it's weird.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird.
It's a bit messy, but
We've
I
got
like
layers
it.
over here. We've got flavor.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
I think you've got an answer? I think I actually do. Ladies and gentlemen, this one officially is...
Dum dum.
Yeah! Success! I don't know if it's because the two of you made it and made it this good, but wow, it's different.
It's
got
all them.
all that flavor of Asia. You guys can scan the QR code right now to see if you want to replicate this good stuff, but whoa!
Wow.
Something special. You like Asian cuisine? This might be the next thing on your list. Ladies, well done. High fives. Good warm-up in the kitchen, yeah? Yeah, y'all can stay. Y'all can stay. Absolutely loving it, Mzansi. Of course, we're going to be diving into more recipes right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, celebrating our beautiful women and all the inspiration that comes your way. Don't go anywhere. Maybe grab a coffee, and then we'll see you after this. This is yum.
It's delicious.
It's weird.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now let's talk about when you're feeling under the weather. It can be tempting to reach straight for the medicine cabinet. And while self-care can be appropriate, there is a time and a place for it for minor ailments. Knowing when to safe, and of course it is safe to self-treat, and when to seek professional advice is just as important.
Absolutely. Now, we're still in those cold months. I know things are warming up, but things are changing in our bodies. Now, this morning, Pharmacy Month, Good Pharmacy Practice Executive Bronwyn McCauley is here to explain how your pharmacist can help you make safe, informed choices when it comes to self-care. So, Bron, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
I'm good. Are you healthy? Are you strong? Are you
feeling healthy, feeling strong, ready for spring and summer.
Yes, and so are the bees on the show.
Love
it.
You must manifest the day that you want. But Bronwyn, thanks for joining us. I've got to ask first and foremost, when is it generally safe to self-treat an ailment? And when do you got to know, maybe I should be speaking to a professional right now?
Yeah, no, definitely. There's those times when you're not feeling well. You maybe have a cough or a bit of a headache, but it's not bad enough for you to go to the doctor, but it's also not okay to just leave it alone. And those are the moments when you reach for your medicine cabinet, or you call a friend, you say, you know what, I'm not feeling great. I can't really do anything today, so I have to cancel my plans, but I can use something. So those are the times when you speak to someone, or you go to your pharmacy and you get something over the counter. And it's very important to recognize when that happens, when it's bad enough to seek additional help. So it's not a long-term thing, or maybe it's also something that you've experienced before. You're not going to make a doctor's appointment for a sore throat that you've had for 24 hours. So those are generally the times when it's safe to self-care.
Okay, what if we were in a situation and we maybe did seek help from a pharmacist, got over-the-counter medicine, and then maybe a year later, the same sort of thing happens again? Should we seek advice from a pharmacist before consuming that medicine again? Or can we just kind of safely take it?
That's a very good question, because our bodies change, situations change. You may have an underlying condition a year later, and that medication that's in your cabinet may not be safe for you to consume then.
Think about that, yeah.
Yeah, it could have also expired in that time. So it's very important to have a look at that medication, but go and speak to your pharmacist. Your pharmacist will identify by asking certain questions. We call it history taking. Through those questions, they will identify underlying conditions, what has changed in your lifestyle. Sometimes we also use a lot of supplements, and we use different types of herbal medication. And you may not know that that medication interacts with whatever's in your cabinet.
Sure.
There's also been advances in healthcare. So there may be something different or better or new on the market that you could use. I know a lot of times people use an antihistamine that may make them drowsy and not know that there's one that does not cause drowsiness. So that's extremely important for you to rather ask your pharmacist. Pharmacists are extremely accessible. You may stand in a little bit of a queue, but you can go to a pharmacist without an appointment. And use their knowledge. They've got heaps of knowledge, and they're willing to share it with you.
I'm just tripping over the fact that I haven't checked my expiry dates. I'm going to go to that medicine cabinet right now.
You and me both. Things at the back of the cupboard that have been there just for a rainy day. But I love the fact that you keep emphasizing, Bronwyn, that we can talk to our pharmacists. So how can they manage whether or not we should see a doctor? Would they then recommend the next step and say, actually, this is a bit more serious than we thought it may be?
Yeah. And that's extremely important, because when you speak to your pharmacist, we can recognize alarm bells. It may be something where you may think, oh, it's okay, I've got this headache, it's on and off, but it's been going for a month.
That's a red flag on your side.
That is a red flag. Your pharmacist will ask certain questions. A good example is when you go in for a cough. So you say, I've got a cough, and your pharmacist will start by saying, is it a wet cough or a dry cough? And you'll answer, and they'll ask specific questions to rule out any type of dangerous condition. So your pharmacist is an excellent source for telling you, I'm going to treat you now with the over-the-counter, or you need to go and see a doctor or even a specialist. So your pharmacist is your first point of call in your health journey, so that you have someone that can give you sound advice. Many a times we go to the internet, to our friends, to our family, and they will recommend things that worked for them.
You must try this.
Yes, but it may not be appropriate for you, or your condition may not be the same that they had. Theirs may have cleared up, but yours may be getting worse.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that Google, though.
Yeah, Google is just such a curveball, honestly. I think we should stay away from that. Trust the pharmacist as well. Let's talk this last question. When it comes to the signs and symptoms, we might be dealing with something at home, and then it possibly isn't changing or maybe getting worse? When is that moment of like, okay, listen, things have taken a step further. I need to now go seek professional help or seek a pharmacist's advice.
Yeah.
What are some of those common symptoms? Because I know there's some people right now that are probably administering a cough or a flu or a cold,
Yeah.
and they might be on that line and they're not sure. When is it time to make that call?
I know a lot of times we want to sort it out ourselves.
Yeah.
You don't want to call into work sick. You just want to, live your life and say, I'm going to get better. I'm still going to go to the gym, which you shouldn't if you're
push
feeling
through.
unwell. I'm going to push through. And we think, you know what, I'm either going to leave it or I'm going to use something over the counter. But over the counter does not mean risk-free. So the medication that you can easily access, just because you don't need a prescription or a doctor's checkup, does not mean it's extremely safe for you to use. Everything comes with risk factors. So when you use that medication and it's not getting better, your condition is worsening, or you have really big warning signs like chest pain, dizziness, confusion, those are the type of things where you need to say, you know what, I need to take that next step. But when you're not sure, speak to your pharmacist. Tell them what signs and symptoms you have. Sometimes it may seem harmless to you, but when they take your history and they look at your other conditions, if they look at what you're currently using, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, they will definitely refer you to someone to seek further help.
Sure.
Bronwyn, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming through. My goodness, I know that you've provided peace, but also guidance for so many people that are watching right now. Because we know self-care does start with making informed choices, and you've helped us with that. And knowing when you need a little extra advice. So your pharmacist, of course, is there to help you navigate those everyday health decisions safely, and also to guide you when further medical attention may be needed.
Yeah, so the next time you're unsure, don't just guess. Why not just ask your pharmacist?
My Feel Good family, it's just after 7 a.m. Let's get into your news headlines. We're starting out in the Eastern Cape, where the trial of Eastern Cape Deputy Principal Vuyakazi Ghana, accused of forcing young girls into prostitution, is due to begin tomorrow in the regional court at Gukompo City. The 52-year-old faces multiple charges, including human trafficking, sexual exploitation, and operating an illegal brothel. Ghana was arrested in October last year and has remained in custody after several unsuccessful bail applications. Her lawyer says Ghana has been waiting for her day in court and wants the opportunity to defend herself against the charges. We're then moving over to some news with Eskom, who says City Power has cleared Eskom and, of course, has settled the electricity debt of more than 5.25 billion in full, following intervention and mediation under the Ministry of Electricity and Energy. The final payment of more than 1.8 billion was received on Friday, prompting Eskom to withdraw legal action that could have led to reduced or terminated supplies in Johannesburg. Meanwhile, the Department of Water and Sanitation says more than 65% of water supplied to eThekwini is wasted and unpaid. It warns that leaks and unmetered water are hampering infrastructure repairs. That's a wrap on the national news. Let's move on over to international news, where 4 people have been arrested in Kenya over the suspected poisoning of at least 18 elephants in Amboseli National Park. Authorities believe that animals died after eating large quantities of tomatoes, allegedly laced with cyanide and toxic pesticides. 3 Kenyans and a Tanzanian have been arrested following a series of elephant deaths over the past 2 months. Most of the victims were adult females and calves, which reportedly showed signs of paralysis. Authorities says banned pesticides are sometimes smuggled into Kenya from neighboring Tanzania. We're moving from Kenya now to China, where authorities in China are investigating allegations that formaldehyde has been used to keep cabbage fresh for consumers. The colorless chemical, commonly found in building materials and glue, is also used as a preservative in morgues and laboratories and is also known to cause cancer. Its use on food is banned in China, and officials are conducting random checks at markets after footage appeared showing cabbages being dipped in the chemical. China produces almost half the world's cabbage, most of which is exported across Asia. And then finally, a retired Boeing 737 has traded the skies for the seabed, found a new community. The aircraft, once part of the Canadian Airlines fleet, was stripped and cleared of all its residual pollutants before being sunk of course, in Vancouver in 2006. Now, the 30-meter underwater, the 30-meter long jet has become an artificial reef. More than 100 marine species have been identified living around the aircraft, including rockfish, sea stars, octopuses, anemones, and schools of juvenile fish using the plane's structure for cover. The wreck, known as Jiwu Reef, has become popular dive set and, of course, provides a home for marine life in an area that was almost barren for 20 years. Obviously, it is such a nice gift for the environment. Lucky fish right over there. That is, of course, your wrap on your news headlines. We're moving on over to Cape Town. Ral has your sports headlines.
Thank you so much, Chanley. And yes, once again, let's dive into all things sport. And we're going to start off with rugby news. Now, the Springboks have made changes for Saturday's rematch against New Zealand, taking place in Cape Town, as they look to bounce back from their 33-16 defeat. Now, Andre Pollard returns at fly half, while Ethan Hooker and Kobus Reinach come into the starting lineup for the injured Cheslin Colby, as well as Grant Williams. Well, we move to football news up next, and the Premier League is taking action. Indeed, Chelsea kicked off their campaign with a thrilling 3-2 victory over London rivals Fulham at Craven Cottage. Now, debutant Morgan Rogers scored his first goal for the club, while Cole Palmer also found the net. Now, up next in the English Premier League, Erling Haaland will sport a new look, having ditched his iconic hair as Manchester City face Crystal Palace on Friday. Well, we're sticking to football news, but keeping it local right now, and match day 4 of the Premiership gets underway tonight. We've got 4 fixtures taking place across the country. Firstly, defending champions Orlando Pirates host Sekhukhune United, while Kruger United welcome Durban City to Mbombela Stadium. And then in Bloemfontein, Siwelele face Chippa United, while Maruma Gallants take on TS Galaxy in Rustenburg. Now, all 4 of these matches are kicking off at 7:30 p.m. Well, we're doing cycling news, and stage 3 of the Vuelta a España was cancelled after extreme weather hit the race. Now, heavy hail and thunderstorms forced riders to seek shelter before organisers called off the stage on safety grounds. Now, the race continues today with a 104-kilometre mountain stage starting and finishing in Andorra la Vella. Well, that's a wrap-up of sport for this hour. Next, we move to traffic, and let's see how we can get you out on the roads safely. Diving into the world of traffic right now, we're going to start off in Brackenfell, Cape Town. Now, heavy traffic has been reported on the R300 northbound at Old Paarl Road. Now, motorists should expect delays in the area and are advised to not text while driving. Now, sticking to Cape Town and moving to Goodwood next, traffic is building on the N7 southbound at the N1 inbound ramp with delays expected. You can see this now from the visuals that we have displayed on the screen. But again, daily commuters, please advise yourselves and everybody else on the roads to allow for extra travel time and remain patient as you head out onto your morning commute. And I think for anybody heading out on the roads, here's an opportunity to garner some massive benefits.
Every journey should be more rewarding. Simply fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card and pay using your Absa Visa card. Enjoy up to 30% real cash back through Absa Rewards, up to 50 cents per litre instant cashback on fuel through Shell V Plus rewards, and up to 2.5% cash back on qualifying in-store purchases. Every journey is another opportunity to earn. Keep filling up, keep earning with Shell V Plus rewards and Absa Rewards.
Well, from rewards on the road, let's see how we can maybe reward you with some good weather in the sky. So let's dive into it right now. And of course, we're starting in Polokwane. Now, partly cloudy skies will take over much of your day. Temperatures starting at a low of 9 degrees out in Polokwane, rising to a high of 29 degrees. Now, tomorrow will be spent under bright, sunny skies with temperatures ranging between 10 for your minimum and a warm high of 27 degrees. Moving to Klerksdorp up next, and it looks like sunny skies will be setting the tone for your day. Temperatures starting at a chilly 7-degree minimum, but climbing to a warm high of 28 degrees. Now looking ahead, cloudy conditions are expected tomorrow, with temperatures ranging between 11 and 28 degrees. Moving to Pretoria and the capital up next, expect partly cloudy skies throughout today. Temperatures ranging between a fresh 12 degrees and a high of 28 degrees. Now, lingering clouds will stick around with temperatures sitting at 28 degrees tomorrow before easing to 23 degrees by Thursday and Friday. Out in Jersey, Johannesburg, predominantly sunny skies are set for your day. Temperatures moving between a chilly 11 degrees and a high of 25 degrees. Now, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions will define the coming days, with tomorrow's temperatures much the same as today, peaking at 25 degrees. Mbombela's up next, Mbombela, sorry. And today you're all set for partly cloudy skies. Temperatures sitting between a low of 13 degrees and a high of 29 degrees. Now, as we look ahead, the rain is likely from Thursday at 50%, easing to 20% by Friday, with temperatures thereafter warming up. Moving inland to Bloemfontein, sunny skies seem to be holding throughout your day today. Temperatures starting from a cold 5 degrees, but climbing to a nice maximum at 27 degrees. Now, sun-filled skies will definitely turn cloudy by tomorrow, with daytime highs ranging from the mid to upper 20s, all taking place for the rest of the week. We move to the coast now, and out in Richards Bay, you can expect mostly sunny skies accompanied by easterly winds. Now, your temperatures sit between a cool 17 degrees and a high of 26 degrees. Now, grey skies will also define your days from tomorrow, with 55% chance of rain easing to 25% by Thursday. Sticking the coast out in Durban, sunny skies are seeming to take over your Tuesday. That's your Tuesday, where temperatures range from a cool 17 to a warmer 23 degrees. The sunny skies will gradually turn cloudy and humid tomorrow, with a 40% chance of rain, increasing to 55% by Thursday. Out in Mthatha up next, it looks like sun-filled conditions are going to be dominating your skies today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 10 degrees before rising to a high of 24. Now, skies will gradually turn cloudy and humid tomorrow, with grey skies continuing through to the weekend. Now, out in Nguba up next, the skies will be remaining sunny throughout your day today, so you can celebrate that one. Temperatures ranging from a cold 6 degrees, but moving to a nice high at 29 degrees. And as we look ahead, temperatures peak at 31 degrees on Friday, with tomorrow's low sitting at 23 degrees. Kukompo City's up next, and it looks like mostly sun-filled days are lying ahead. Temperatures starting at 13 degrees, rising to a high of 21 degrees. Now, cloudy skies are expected as the week progresses, with a 50% chance of rain tomorrow and strong winds set for Thursday. Back to the coast out in GQ, Mbeya, and sunny skies seem to be featuring across your region today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 12 degrees, climbing to a high of 19 degrees for your maximum. Now, grey skies will define the days ahead, with temperatures remaining cool to pleasant and reaching a high of 22 degrees by Friday. Out in your neighbour's George, much of your day will also be spent under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drifting from a fresh 10 degrees to a high of 17 degrees. Tomorrow brings cloudy and humid conditions, with a daytime high of 19 and a morning low of 11 degrees out in George. Well, let's continue down the coast all the way to Cape TZ, and sunny conditions are seeming to remain in place for much of your day today in Cape Town, accompanied by winds reaching 35 kilometers per hour from the south, so make way through to the ocean for that one. Temperatures sitting between a cool 12 and a high of 20 degrees. Skies will define much of your week being grey all round. Out in Sully's up next, a sunny day lies ahead, clear of any rain. Now, your temperatures are shifting between a cold 4 degrees and a high of 26 degrees for your maximum. A mix of sunny and cloudy conditions define the coming days, while strong winds are expected on Friday and Saturday. Staying inland in Kimberley, sunny skies are seeming to be set to dominate the forecast today. Temperatures moving from a low of 7 degrees to a high of 29 degrees. Now, warmth will continue across your region, with tomorrow's temperatures remaining much the same at 29 degrees after a low of 11. What's happening in Uppies? Normally a lot of heat, and looks like today is bringing much the same. Sunny skies, temperatures ranging between a cool 10 degrees and a hot high of 33 degrees today. Sun-filled skies will turn partly cloudy for the rest of the week, with temperatures remaining hot, consistently reaching 33 degrees through to Wednesday. Well, here's the rest of the weather patterns that you can see across the country for the rest of the day today on the hour. But hey, this hour, it's time to celebrate another sunrise view. We got this incredible shot sent in by Werner Middleway, all the way from Stikland in the Western Cape. Yo, I love it. I love the drama in this one. It looks like a shot taken in the countryside. You got hills, you got trees in the foreground. You got that beautiful, bright, bold yellow and orange coming through as the sun rises. Werner, we love this. 22 degrees, that's the weather that you could expect on your side of town. But listen, every sunrise tells a story. We want you to share yours with us from your lens to our screens. It's absolutely elevating our morning, and we just love it, plain and simple. So use the number 063-036-9649. Share your sunrise view with us so that we can keep the smile on our dial and, I guess, the rest of the country. We're going to send this smile from Cape Town all the way to Jersey and see if Zanele is suiting a smile to her side of town. What's happening, girl?
Thank you so much, KTZ Foshizi. I'm Zanti. It is so good to be with you. As we always say, thank you for trusting us with your morning. We're always better together, Sana. And I tell you this much, my friend, we still got so much that's coming up, so you got lots to stick around for all the way until 9 a.m. But let me give you a taste, just a little bit of a palate cleanser as we get on into yet another beautiful hour together. We're going to be jumping on into what Shell has been doing with the Livewire 2027, my friend, which is all about helping businesses become sustainable. It is one thing to make a business. It is another to make sure that it, in fact, can keep going for the foreseeable future. Also coming up, though, we know it is August, which is all about the ladies. And we have got the Brave collection that is allowing women to be empowered more and more. And trust me, you want to hear about it. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break. But when we come back, more feeling good right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
something we absolutely love on this side. It's women supporting women. And our next guest, well, she built a community of more than 4,000 women to championing self-worth, financial independence, and fearless ambition.
100%. Taryn Hunter Sharman is redefining what it means to be brave this Women's Month. And we love it because she's the co-founder of the Brave Collective. And she's joining us right now to talk about owning your worth.
Oh, we absolutely love it. It's owning your worth, it's owning your voice, and of course, your future. So, my feel-good family, let's give Taryn a feel-good welcome.
Yes! You, how are you, gorgeous?
Good, thank you so much.
Outfit, 10 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
I'm with you. Yeah, Taryn, it's so lovely to have you with us, especially because I think we always hear about the Brave Collective. It's so nice to see the beautiful lady behind it. Let's jump right into it because the Brave Collective started with only 40 women and has now grown to over 4,000 women being that collective. You know, what is it that you feel women were craving back then as opposed to what they're craving now?
When we started the Brave Collective, COVID had just finished. And so we were all from coming out of lockdown, being on Zoom calls. So when we first started, people were craving connection in person. And people are still needing that belonging and connection, but also they've moved away from being inspired. We can get that inspiration everywhere now. And I think now it's a case of what's our next and what are we going to do? What are the practical steps we're going to do to own our worth, our network, our self-worth, to grow? How are we going to do that? And practical steps is what people are asking for.
Okay, talking about these practical steps, because you've said something very, very powerful. You said that your net worth is in proportion to your self-worth. So in theory, yes, I understand that, but how do you put that in practice in everyday life?
It's not some magical formula. You know, suddenly I've got a great sense of self-worth and I'm going to be rich tomorrow. It doesn't work like that.
I wish it did.
Me too. It doesn't work like that. But what we have found, not only in the research but in practical examples, is that by having a strong sense of self-worth, you're allowed to then put your hand up when it comes to promotion. Ask the difficult questions about your investments. Put your value if you're asking for a job or you're asking for a payment or you're talking about money if you're a business owner, you're suddenly able to see your own value. And so that's where self-worth and net worth come into play.
That's beautiful. And I think that that's not something a lot of people can say, right? Because especially in the country that we live in, I think everyone's always like, oh, my finances for tomorrow, I'm really, really worried about them. But my queen, you're someone who has not been worried about that. And I only say that because you launched your first business at 12. And then by 20, you were financially free from your parents. Talk to us about that. You know, what is it that your mom taught you from a young age that has stayed with you and allowed you to even be able to reach milestones like that?
So my father died when I was 7, and my mom was just 28. My sister was 4. So it was the 3 girls, and that wasn't in the plan, right? And so I am blessed to have had a mom who was open about money. But she was open about it to say, this is what we have, and this is how long we've got to go still. So by learning that and by her openly sharing with me as she learned and about understanding the value of money, where it comes from and what we need to do with it, I think that really set me up in a good understanding of like, well, financial freedom isn't about wealth. Because we didn't have that. But financial freedom is about choices. I can choose this road or I can choose this. And the choice then gives you that ownership, right? And I think that's where the piece comes in. You were speaking earlier about we don't talk about money enough. So it's a big taboo. Today, in 2026, you're not allowed to talk about how much you earn. You're not allowed to talk about your investments. So how are you supposed to learn?
Exactly.
So if we keep these conversations hushed, then it's something we need to fear.
Right. You are leading me straight into my next question because you've actually, it's a term that should be in the Oxford Dictionary, Zanzan. It's called ferocious. What is ferocious?
Well, I always say this. Fearless people don't change the world. Ferocious people change the world. Fearless people have got nothing to lose. That's why they're fearless. Ferocious people let fear show them when the important work is, where we have to go. Don't be afraid of being fearful. Fearful tells you that this means something to me. This is important. I don't talk about being fearless or owning your fear or doing it anyway. I'm like, be fearful because it's important. Say, hey, fear, welcome to the team. Jump on board. You can't drive, but you can help me navigate into fear.
There's always something beautiful on the other side of fear waiting for you.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
And my queen, you know, being in August, I know that there's lots of women out there who are just waiting for some inspiration. Do you have any parting words just to kind of let them in on how they could possibly rise above that fear?
I think the most important thing is that fear grows in the dark. And we always, you know, if you think about it, and when you don't sleep and those thoughts go through your head and they grow and grow and grow. My thing is say it out loud in the morning. My fear is. And suddenly you realize that fear is quite irrational. And that if you can talk it through, it's usually not as big as you think it is.
That is it. What a powerhouse to have, this woman's mother. Taryn, thank you so much for joining us. Please come visit us again when we just need some motivation and some financial stability.
To be ferocious. Yes. Oh, man. It's always so beautiful to sit down with women who truly do empower others.
100%. My feel-good family, you have to stay tuned because we have such important conversations like these, but we also like to have fun.
100%. We'll be back for more, so make sure you stay tuned right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yeah, of course. Say no more. Important conversations. We like to have fun and we love leveling up. So well done, ladies. Thank you for that conversation. But now we're going to level up somebody else because earlier we asked you at home to help Carissa choose between two very SS26 looks. We had a flowy printed maxi dress or a timeless co-ord. But hey, you voted and now it's time to reveal the winner. Before we even do the looks, though, let's talk about some of the comments that have come through on the socials. You all have been talking about our girl, and let's see what you had to say. Julia Ramapakela says, good morning, fam. On a beautiful Tuesday morning, I'll go with option 1 because spring is just around the corner. Yeah, let's bring on that spring energy. I like that, Julia. Thank you so much. Let's see who else has anything to say. We got Fiona Henry Peterson. Oh, man. Comfort is a virtue right now for our preggy mom, so definitely option 1. Good morning, Expresso team. I like that. Fiona, thinking about our people. Very, very nice. And then lastly, we got Linda Tolo who says, good morning, Expresso show family. Both of them will look amazing, Carissa. I agree, but I will choose option 1. It looks like this one is unanimous. It looks like option 1 might be the winner. But let's see for ourselves. Let's bring in this gorgeous mamacita. Yeah.
I will say when I walked in, everyone was like, that was the right choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Spring, summer is here. And you know what? The people are right. I think we definitely need to get into some comfort. I've been seeing the aunties say no belt, no jeans, no heels. I could do it all, but the dress definitely is absolutely flowy, beautiful. Guess what? She's got pockets too.
Oh, yes.
They're
Functionality at its finest. I can see it over there. Don't worry. It's on the seam. You just had your bag in the way.
I
gotta say, I feel like you come from like Portugal, Spain, Brazil.
Oh,
you've been
manifest my life.
Mama's been traveling, and I can't thank you enough from Zanzi for giving this international flair. It's feeling like spring. I know we're kind of still in winter, but this is a beautiful look. You feeling good? You looking good?
I am feeling so good, and thank you for making the right choice today. I'm feeling free as a butterfly and just as beautiful. And this is thanks to Woolworths, of course. Summer as you are. That's exactly what we want to say. I like the high-low feel. And then, of course, with the beautiful wedges to match.
And you deserve your flowers.
Oh, we will take our flowers. I am here.
Oh, Zanzi, you absolutely killed this one. Tuesday. And y'all are the winners, I think, because look how good she looks. Summer as you are. So you can shop the latest SS26 collection at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, or, of course, on the app. Shoopy-doo.
Life is good, it glows, yeah, it glows, yeah, it glows. Only you can make my day.
Welcome back, my feel-good family. We always say we're better when we are together. Also, Zanzan.
Yes.
If we locked in, I feel like we could be really successful entrepreneurs.
Do you know what I mean, my babe? What would we sell, though? Okay, and this is why we are failing already.
But we are here. We are also welcoming the nation, which means we are successful.
And let's call Shell to help us out.
Yes, it.
Exactly. My friend, starting and growing a business takes more than a great idea, and we don't even have one yet. But entrepreneurs also need the right knowledge, guidance, and support to turn that idea into something sustainable. And that's where Shell Livewire comes in.
And applications for the 2027 program are officially open, offering entrepreneurs access to training, mentorship, and business development support. We have someone very special. I was having a chat with him earlier on. He said he's going to help me with my business.
Oh, come on,
My feel-good family, put your hands together. He is the transformation advisor of Shell South Africa. His name is Sebastian Preston.
Oh, come on. How are you, Sebastian?
I'm very well, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sebastian, do you think you can help us even though we don't have an idea?
Definitely, I can.
Love that.
Can we brainstorm together?
We can brainstorm together. That's a portion of the program that provides for people like that, yes.
Okay, so tell us more about Shell Livewire for people who aren't quite sure what the program entails.
Yeah.
What exactly is it?
So Shell Livewire is our flagship entrepreneurial program in Shell. Been around for quite some time, focusing on providing skills to SMMEs in the market, and those SMMEs, the idea is to get them to scale over time, grow their businesses, be able to access other markets, and also become funding ready in that sense.
I love that, and I feel like there's so many SMMEs in South Africa that would 100% not only benefit from that, but need it. So well done to you guys, Sebastian, because genuinely I feel like you're filling a gap that is needed to be filled. But let's talk about that. How would you say you guys have been filling that gap for the different entrepreneurs that have been able to go through this beautiful program?
I think what's been important for us is we're trying to answer the number one question in this nation, and that's unemployment. And our belief is that, corporates as a whole won't be able to create the jobs that we require. So it is important for us to at least help these small businesses grow. And we have many businesses, where, for example, and it depends obviously on what type of sector they find themselves in. But these businesses will grow, being able to generate and grow from maybe 2 employees to 15, 16. Last year, we had about approximately 30 entrepreneurs on the program. And they had grown collectively 223 jobs in 12 months over that period.
Incredible. What an incredible number. That's all Shell Livewire.
Come on.
So you mentioned that this program, it's all about skills, it's all about mentorship, it's all about training. Why are those 3 things emphasized during this program in order to get a sustainable business going?
I think fundamentally, the one problem that lacks in South Africa is it's easy to register a business in 2026. Very easy. You can even go to the bank and get a business registered. What is lacking, though, is the guardrails, the fundamentals of what it is to take a business forward. And at times, people think that just having the CIPC document, the registration document, that calls you a business. Being a business means that you have systems in place, and being able to access the skills and the coaching from those who've walked the journey already, that enables you then to be able to grow, and that will allow you to be able to be successful.
Hey, Sebastian speaks like the big boss, Sana.
Because he is.
You need systems in place. Yes, we love it. But Sebastian, talk to us just about this specific application process, because they are officially open applications for 2027. Who can apply? How do we apply? How do we come and be part of Shell Livewire as well?
Okay, so thank you for that. Most importantly, to be able to qualify, your turnover should be less than 50 million per annum. So anyone from zero, meaning ideation, yourselves, yes, up to 50 million. And they can be able to apply. You can register on our website. It's www.shell.co.za. And you'll be able to access the link on there. Or you can just put in your Google browser, Shell Livewire 2027, and it will take you to the application form. A very seamless process. For those, however, who would like a personal touch, I'd like to invite them. On the 7th to the 9th of September, we'd be at the Electra Mining out at Nasrec in the south of Johannesburg, and they're welcome to visit the Shell stand. And we'll have people at hand and on hand to help with the application process as well.
Okay. And when do applications officially close? When's the deadline?
So the deadline's on the 9th of September. So yeah, people have enough time, to be able to put those applications in, and we're looking forward for that.
Yeah. We have a month, 3 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
So we need to do ideation.
Yes, obviously it was no shoes, clothes, I don't know.
We have a lot to get through, but he's going to help us out.
Exactly. And Sebastian, just talk to us. What is it that you believe Shell really gets out of it for yourselves? Because of course you help out these businesses and allow them to level up and scale up. Why is it that you feel you guys really want to invest in South Africans like that?
So Shell, as a brand and as a company, our main indications and main drive is to be a good neighbor. And being a good neighbor means that when I see my neighbor is hungry and unemployed, we try to help. And it's through these processes or these projects and programs like Livewire that we are able to demonstrate the care and also to demonstrate that, Shell does care for the communities. And being that, we are able to then, make the difference. And that's what we get out of it in actual fact. Yes.
And we were also talking off air. You were telling me that there are 3 different types of businesses or entrepreneurs that can enter. Take me through that.
So what we have is you have the ideation phase. And for those ones, we put them into an incubation program. And that is to set you up with the fundamentals. What it is to register a business, to get a CIPC registration, understanding what it means to have a certificate of incorporation, because there is certain requirements and understandings that you should have. And then what we have is for those businesses perhaps who then turn over up to 5 million. These are your micro businesses. And for those ones, they might have all the registration documents and all the tax clearance certificates, but they don't have the systems in place. And that's when we start building on those ones. And then obviously from 5 million up until 25 million, also generating a certain amount of effort in terms of there you need coaching, someone to show you or to be able to what to do. And that's what it is about,
Incredible. Hey, Sebastian, you guys are heroes, Sana. Heroes who don't wear capes, and we appreciate you. And we are ready to be incubated as.
Okay.
So we would be number 1.
Yes,
that's
that's what I'm
1, 2,
saying.
3, we're number 1.
100%. Sebastian, congratulations.
Congrats.
I think it is beautiful work that you're doing. I think a lot of us as South Africans know that the way to help unemployment is by giving South Africans the skills to become entrepreneurs so that they can, then employ other South Africans.
Correct.
So well done to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job to Sebastian. If you are an entrepreneur like Zan and I, you're looking for the tools, the knowledge and support to take your business to the next level, then Shell Livewire 2027 could be the opportunity worth exploring.
100%. And friends, applications are now open. Visit shell.co.za to apply. You heard it from Sebastian himself, the boss Sana. So go and boss up for yourself and head over to shell.co.za and allow your business to become something even more than just an idea, even more than just a 5 million rand, idea, more than a 25 million rand idea. They want you to scale up, honey, and they want to help you. Right now, though, on your Feel Good Breakfast show, should we head over to KFTZ?
100%. We're starting our business. Would you like to buy in?
Thank you so much, ladies, for that conversation with that boss. But we've got another boss out here in Cape Town that we're about to celebrate right now.
That's right. I can't wait to get into this chat as we celebrate women throughout the month. And this one in particular is redefining what it means to create opportunities, but for others. I'm talking about none other than Bukelwa Monko, who's the founder of Old Boys Club PR. Now, this is a communications strategist as well as a passionate advocate for both women, but also girls.
Yeah, now listen, her work is rooted in one powerful belief. Success isn't just about the doors you open for yourself, but the doors you open for others. And I think on that note, let's give her a feel-good welcome.
Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Bukelwa, welcome and thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
When we say boss, we mean for real.
You mean it in all aspects of your life.
All aspects of your life as we were catching up. But let's talk about your main vision right now. For the past couple of years, you've been running something so incredible that has quite a provocative name. I'm not going to lie. I'm here for it. It's called the Old Boys Club PR. So what was the choice behind this? And obviously it was intentional, I assume.
Absolutely. So the provocation and the contradiction was
Sounds so provocative. It does, though.
It was very intentional. And when we're catching up earlier, talking about your gym, for example, Gaia, you know, a name carries so much weight. You want people to feel a certain way when they engage with your brand before you walk into the room. So that was part of the reason. And another one was I wanted to take the industry head on. And what better way to start with the name, redefining everything that it stands for. And if you think about what an all-boys club traditionally stands for, it is exclusivity, it is certain people enter the room, certain people have access to the table, and we're about rewriting that. So that is the essence
it's really
behind
smart.
the name.
I think about the name and it already makes you want to go like, I want to get in.
Yes.
How do I get in? How do I get in the circle? But talk to me about this PR agency, because it's more than that. I mean, your intention is to build a platform. What does that mean? What does that platform actually look like in terms of this thing that you're creating that must be so exciting at the same time, and the opportunity you hope to come from it?
Yeah, I think fundamentally the one principle that drives every single thing that we do is that we believe in the underdog. We think so many stories are lost, so many African stories are lost. We believe there are so many bridges that need to be built because there are gaps that exist. The society is broken, you know, so part of what we do is we try to fix that. So whether it is, you know, finding that hidden talent and connecting them with the best opportunity, finding those untold African stories that go against what the world knows us for, the new stories, the fresh perspective, finding that and connecting it to the global stage. The reasons vary, and the reasons for why we do what we do are always different, but the principle is, where do we find the hidden talent, you know, the underdog, the person who needs someone to bet on them.
And we all love an underdog story at the end of the day. I always think, yes, more women in STEM, yes, more women in sport, yes, more women in PR, because there's an understanding that you carry with you. You said that you believe that visibility is also an economic issue, not just a representation issue.
Absolutely.
So I would love it if you spoke to that a little bit.
Visibility gives you access. Access gives you economic opportunity.
That's right.
So when people don't know who you are, don't know what you offer, they don't know how to find you. And when you have something to offer and you don't know where the opportunities are because of a lack of visibility, because of a lack of access, can you see how the cycle continues to be broken? So, and I think for the longest of times we've been made to believe that visibility is a form of vanity, when in essence it's actually the social currency.
It is a currency.
Literally drives everything that we do. So I think it's important, especially for us as women, to own our stories and to tell them better as well, you know. And I think with that comes with the confidence of you are your story. So how are you showing up, and in what spaces do you want to be in? And you need to be quite intentional with that plan and that strategy.
I like how you mentioned women need to own their stories and take confidence in that, because it almost resonates with what you say about women needing to speak up about how they treat their passion as more of a mandate.
Yes.
Explain to me that sort of philosophy that you have. Why is that so important when we ushering in these skills, nurturing an environment where women should be thriving way more than they slowly are starting to?
Yeah, I think it starts with giving yourself permission, but also just stop making it about you. I think the moment you stop making something about you and it becomes bigger than you, then you start occupying the right rooms, and then you start asking the right questions. Like, how do I make this room more accessible to the next person? How do I change the type of person who gets invited into this room? So now because I feel like when you find yourself in a position of power and influence, you carry a great responsibility. You have to pay it forward. So it's really about, in a conversation, who do you introduce who wouldn't have necessarily had that opportunity, that privilege of having that access to that moment. It's about really making it bigger than you and asking yourself, how do you leave the door just a little bit more open than you found it on your way coming up? Yeah.
And that makes me think about leadership and legacy, because what you're leaving behind is not just what you've done, it's what you've opened for the next generation. 100%. And especially for women, it's often competition, collaboration, right? Let's also focus on that and making sure that each other, we moving forward together. Would that also be part of the platform you're creating?
I think that is the answer to it all. And I think something happens along the way. We navigate our way up and we forget that I too, in order to get here, someone practiced some grace, someone opened the door for me. So what does that mean for the next person? It's the system I feel like we need to be, especially as women, a little bit more intentional about. How do I make sure that I take someone with me on this journey, and I'm quite intentional about choosing who that person is. And it does become a little bit overwhelming, because where do you start when there's so much that needs to be fixed? But you start with what's familiar, you start with what you know, and you start with what you have. Start with the community you grew up in, you start with the school you went to, start with your home, your children, start inculcating those habits and a different way of thinking into the DNA, so that they know better, and it just becomes second nature to help the next person move forward.
Beautiful. You see, boss.
I know.
When we said B-O-double-S, this is what we're talking about.
Wisdom comes in many forms, I got to say. Today, it's sitting on the couch right now. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
I think if anybody would want to reach out to you, do they have the opportunity to do that, to get advice, to get information about the club?
Absolutely. I live for that. So please reach out, DM me, Old Boys Club on all platforms, LinkedIn, website, Old Boys Club. You'll find us, and we'll be there.
Remember the name Bukelwa, the boss behind all this incredible opportunity that we're talking about right now, Mzansi. And this opportunity is going to continue right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, celebrating incredible women. It's Women's Month, and we've got something incredible to celebrate after this. I believe it's 90 years of broadcasting for the SABC. Yes. That's a conversation we're going to dive into for just a bit. But for now, though, let's resonate on the powerful woman we have right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Nice.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, my Feel Good family. We are still coming to you live from our Samsung DQX studio. Do you think we're making it to 90?
I do, guess, Sanalwam, because we're part of the SABC, so I think it's in our blood.
100%. What's happening there at the SABC, my friend?
Listen, for 90 years, the SABC has been part of South Africa's biggest moments. From the voices we grew up with to the shows, the music, the news and sport that brought us together and continue to bring us together.
100%. Now, as the SABC celebrates this incredible milestone, we're taking a look back at the legacy and what the next 90 years could hold.
100%. And joining us this morning is our boss who is sitting up straight. It is Themba Gwetjela, Group Executive of Corporate Affairs and Marketing at the SABC, to look back at the memories, but celebrate the milestones and to share what's next for the SABC. Because the SABC, we only do things big, son. We don't do small. Yeah. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. But Themba, how are you?
Sure, I'm halfway through 90. 45.
Yeah.
So I'm quite hopeful that we will get there.
Yes.
Beautiful time to be at the SABC, a beautiful morning, a beautiful month. Happy Women's Month, ladies.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, I think there is no greater time to really have this opportunity to look back at the journey we've walked and to throw forward in terms of what do we do next? What does the next 90 years look like?
Come on.
Okay, with you guys reaching 90 years, you're obviously doing something right. What would you say is the one thing that has been consistent to get you here to this milestone?
Sure. So if you think of the SABC's public mandate, that's to educate, to entertain, and to inform. Not only to do that, but to do that in every official language, including sign language, to ensure that we provide universal access to people in every corner of this country. I think for us, that is actually the job. Nobody else has that mandate. Nobody else has that scale. Nobody else actually takes that responsibility as much as we do. I think for me, when I look back at the 90 years, it's the fact that we've continued to do that. Despite challenges, despite everything that we've gone through as a country and as an organization, we've managed to show up and actually deliver on that very important mandate.
100%. All the other people are just, they jealous of us because they don't have our numbers. You know what I mean, boss? And this is why I want to talk about the last 90 years in terms of just our milestones. I want to talk about particularly what you just said now, where it's to inform, it's to educate, and it's also to entertain. What would you say has been a moment for you that has stood out where you were like, yes, the SABC truly stood with that mandate and let it be known all throughout Africa that that is exactly what we do?
Sure, there's been so many moments. Like I said, I'm at 45 now, so I've had quite a time to really experience the power of the SABC. I'm here 2 years this month, but if I look back, growing up in the Eastern Cape, it was 8 o'clock, rushing to watch Generations with our parents on the couch.
No one will know.
Family moments like that. But I think on a more serious note, it's 1994 democracy being brought to every living room in this country. People to be able to actively participate in that process and be educated and informed and empowered to make decisions, because without that knowledge and that information, they were not going to be able to make the decisions that they actually have had to make. If I look at some of the key moments, the 2010 FIFA World Cup. If I look at the G20 last year, we brought that to actually not only South Africa, we were the host broadcaster. That means we were providing the feed to different broadcasters across the world.
Come on.
And that's South Africa showing up and really displaying our excellence to the world. And that was done by the SABC. If I look at now, we've just come off the FIFA World Cup 2026. Our numbers are insane. If I look at our latest milestones, SABC Plus.
Yes, 3 million subscribers.
Wow. There's just so many moments I could never pick one, but I think when I look at everything in totality, I'm really ever so proud of the journey this organization, this iconic institution has actually walked.
Can we do what our president did for the SABC?
Oh my goodness, if we must.
Oh my God. Should I use the right finger?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Not the right finger. This one. I think this
is the right one.
Yeah, it is. This one.
There we go.
Cyril would be so proud of us. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Chanley, I do want to say, I think one thing that stood out for me, just you took me back, Themba, and I think it was just to when Utata passed away, Nelson Mandela. I think that was one of the greatest rollouts the SABC ever did, because it wasn't just South Africa mourning, it was the world mourning an icon. And I think we did that so beautifully.
Incredible.
It's the idea of country moments, right, isn't it? Because country moments are not only about celebration, they're also about mourning, they're about healing, they're about just everything that we go through as a nation. Sport is big in this country, so it unites us. But at the same time, when we mourn, who shows up? It's this very iconic institution.
Come on.
And then in 2026 now, a lot has changed, including going digital and the streaming of content. So how is the SABC trying to stay relevant and keep up with these times?
We're not trying.
You are,
No,
because why SABC Plus?
We're very much here. So I think for me, when TV came about 50 years ago, when TV came, because radio was first.
Yes.
When TV came, people said, well, radio's dying because there's now TV. And when digital came, and people said, well, TV's dead. Those things are still here. When you look at SABC Plus and what we are doing as an organization in terms of what you ask around being actively involved in the digital era. That's exactly what we're doing. So we're taking that TV, that radio in your pocket with you wherever you go. Because the fact of the matter is audiences want to access information wherever they are. So we can no longer expect you to come rush to sit on your couch at 8 o'clock. So we put it in your pocket. And I think we actively participating in the digital era. The SABC Plus app is the fastest growing OTT platform, not only in South Africa, but on the African continent.
Wow.
If you think back to 2 years ago when we relaunched it from zero, 3 million in a space of 2 years, that's the fastest growing platform. And it's youth. 60% of the registered users are the young people of this country. So we're very much in the digital era.
100%. But Temba, we don't have a lot of time. Very quickly, what do you want the future of the SABC to be, please?
Sure, a more sustainable SABC that continues to deliver on the public mandate, that is still relevant in the digital era. But really, more than anything, that we remain this trusted institution where people know that I can go there for verified information. We live in a time of misinformation, so many digital ills. And for people to really rely on information that they see, institutions like this actually really matter because we fact check, we ensure that we were credible. And I think that for the next 90 years, for the generations to come, would be absolutely brilliant.
Beautiful. Incredible. Timber, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on the 90 years. I mean, I don't think we're going to be here in 90 years, but we will still be celebrating.
I will.
90 plus your age.
Timber, my sister, keep my job for me, Sana, please.
We're staying.
Thank you.
90 plus your age.
I will be here. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much. We have modern medicine and modern SABC. Thank you. 9 decades is a huge achievement, but perhaps the most exciting part is imagining what the next 90 years could look like.
Here's to continuing to inform, entertain, connect, and tell the stories that matter to South Africans. And once again, let's say it together. Happy 90th birthday to the SABC! Woo, woo, woo! Cape Town, what do you have for us?
I pushed this button and it works.
We're just reminiscing about the SABC. It's goodness from radio to TV, music, news, everything in between, which is exactly what that conversation was about. Shout out to Temba. And why we've asked you a really important question.
Yeah, the question is from iconic shows and unforgettable radio voices to news, music and sport. What's your favorite SABC memory in its 90 years of operating? We wanted you to come through in a comment and hey, it looks like we got some of those to share with you right now. I was just reminiscing on like Cody and Dub. I don't know if you guys can remember that, but like Dub was just my absolute hero on SABC2. I loved it.
After like Dragon Ball Z that you watch the entire show and then you would be like, bye!
And then start disappearing. Bye! And then, oh man, so much nostalgia. I hope you're having fun with this as much as we are. And it looks like Linda Tolo definitely is. It says, my favorite memory with SABC was watching movies on Sunday at 2 p.m. and after school watching cartoons. Not forgetting those dramas that made the house feel like there was no one in the house because everyone was concentrating. Expresso Show family, it's also my birthday today. Happy birthday, Linda! Yes!
Exciting,
Happy
family.
21st. I'm
That's
sure it's
right.
21st because you sound like a young, vibrant, youthful. I hope this is a beautiful day,
I
man.
love it. No, listen, when that Seven Delan song came on, we knew exactly what to do. We knew what
Everybody
time
learned
it was.
Afrikaans to that show.
It is true.
Let's see
you,
what
Linda.
else they have
Happy
to say. Mark
birthday.
Gavin, our family.
What's up, family?
He says, good morning, Expresso Show. Squad Cars was a beloved radio program that aired on Springbok Radio from 1968 to 1985. This is pre-us, bro. Featuring dramatized stories of the South African police.
Wow.
I cherish these memories of the show with my dad.
Beautiful.
Wow, Mark, you're taking peeps back now, bro. Love that.
Can I
Thank
tell you something that I didn't know, all right?
Yeah?
So I'm around people that are a bit older than me, and they said back in the day, you would watch TV, but then it wouldn't have sound, and you would go to your radio
and tune it
into the TV, and it would sync together.
That was apparently a thing, yeah. And we don't appreciate how good TV is right now. You guys don't appreciate how easy it is to get all this energy. No one's tuning in the morning, winding up something to get us started.
Well, let's see what Letitia said. Waking up early on weekends to watch cartoons was always blissful.
Yeah.
That's right. The SABC has catered to all of us, generation to generation, and we're so appreciative to still be part of the family. And also to see so many people that started like on YoTV. Still part of the ecosystem of the SABC across radio as well as TV.
That was my childhood from like Dragon Ball Z, Beyblades, you name it. There was so much magic that I experienced that turned me into the man I am today.
That's right.
So I want to say thank you, SABC, for exposing me to all the good stuff that inspired me. And I'm sure it inspired you too, Mzansi. Thanks for this conversation. We got a lot more coming at you straight after this. So don't go anywhere. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thank you for joining us. We're in the kitchen again. Success or hot mess? This is what we're establishing, what we're deciding, and it's going to be a fantastic time as we get into some burgers, baby. Now, we're turning up the heat with a burger that basically arrives with its own bubbly carpet. It's beautiful. It's got a cheese bath within it. Foodie and content creator Ash Flo and a beautiful daughter is also going to be joining us here. Tastemaster Junior Season 2 contestant Sarah Flowers are here making viral, sizzling double cheeseburgers with a twist. Now think crisp smashed patties, toasted buns, and a creamy 3-cheese sauce poured onto a smoking hot plate. The question is, will it be a hot mess or a success? Ral and I are going to figure this out in just a little bit. Honestly, ladies, I'm thinking it's already a success. How can you go wrong with a burger?
Yeah.
Hello? All right, so where do we get started? Because we're making them from scratch, hey?
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
I think I'll start with the...
Okay, so Ash has got the sauce.
And then
Sarah,
I'll
you've got
do
the
the
burgers.
meat.
Let's go. What's that?
I think it's onion powder. in
So we're
there.
going onion powder.
And then this looks like paprika. So just season to taste.
Just season it, hey? Delicious. And I love that you're not afraid to work with your hands. Now, moms, do we get involved in the kitchen like this every day?
Not every day,
Not
I'd say, yeah.
every day.
Some days she actually makes dinner, so I get to take a
You
break.
relax, as you should. You've done enough. So what is your go-to when mom is taking a break and then you going ahead?
I think usually different dishes, but I enjoy making curry or like spaghetti.
Yum! Like a spaghetti bolognese.
A spaghetti bolognese.
Standard, hey? So good. Okay, so do you, when you're cooking your tomatoes, it's always a question on the show, do you add sugar?
Yes, I
You
do.
do
I
add
think it's
sugar.
very important
I also think so. It breaks down the acidity of everything. I will say though, Ash, it's always been really tough for me to make a white sauce. So what are the steps that you're going through then?
So I've added the milk and then some flour, and then I'm going to add also some butter actually.
Some butter?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. The holy grail, flour, butter, and milk.
Yes.
And we're just mixing those together as you're making our smash patties. Now, is there a size that we're going for, or are we just gonna squeeze some balls? Yeah, we're just winging it, man. The smash patties can be super laced, and it can be a little bit thicker like these ones here, as long as we have the cheese with it, right? So important. So what's your go-to when it comes to topping your burgers? What do you enjoy?
I personally like pickles. I'm a very big pickle fan.
Would you eat them out the jar like on its own?
That's a bit too much.
You gotta
for me.
prove your fandom here today. Okay, so we like a pickle.
But I like cheese also. I love cheese. That I would eat like straight up.
Yeah. By the block. I'm here for it. So a bit of cheese, a bit of pickle. How do you feel about onion?
I love onions.
Raw or cooked and caramelized?
Anything.
All of the above. Okay, well, we have all of the above and some bacon that we'll add together. And as our griddle pan is going, getting nice and hot, our burgers are also getting ready to be put on. How's our white sauce looking there? Fantastic.
There. I'm just gonna add some cheese.
Yum. Because remember, at the base of the burger, we're putting it on some cheese sauce. Now, this is something that you guys have seen on TikTok or Instagram, right? And have you tried it before?
We haven't, but we're definitely going to.
So we're going to try it today and figure out if it's a hot mess or a success. Sarah, so you are smashing your burgers over there.
Yes. Trying to get it as thin as possible.
As thin as possible. So let's have a reminder. In fact, let's bring it on the screen as to what we are making today. So that's what we've done so far. We're smashing those burgers. Oh, yum. Of course, what's a double cheeseburger without some cheese? I will say, actually, your sauce is better than that sauce, but it's okay.
Thank you.
Oh, they added some paprika and aromat. Delicious. I can't wait for the assembly, so as soon as you guys give me the go-ahead, we will get into it. Ah, delicious. And then the verdict is out. I know Ryle also said he would absolutely love to taste this. So let's plate it up, or at least start to, with our delicious sauce first as we flip our burgers. What do you need on my side? There's a plate there for you. The pasties are ready. And the burgers. Okay. Let's assemble the burgers first. And then, I also love the fact that we've cooked the inside a bit, toasted it so it doesn't get soggy. What's your first call? What are you going to do? No, we can use these ones.
Oh, yes.
We're going burger first. I'm here for it.
Burger.
Yum. Patty on. Yeah. One.
This one?
Yeah, that's perfect. And then you tell me, Ash, what's your go-to when it comes to toppings? Are we doing everything?
Ooh, I love doing everything.
A bit of everything.
Some relish.
Ooh, yes, relish. Move this out the way. Some lettuce and some bacon. All right, we're gonna go straight in with everything.
Yeah.
I'm being a bit extra there. Bit of lettuce. This is like a countdown. I feel like I'm in the Taste Master kitchen. Oh. Okay, a little bit of that. And then you can throw on some onion. Put on our sauce. And then, do we have a knife to cut this?
Someone asked for a sauce.
Bring a knife while you at it.
I brought another burger sauce here just in case. I thought,
oh, nice.
let me be a part of the party.
You help us out
Ladies,
with
how's it going over here?
It's going.
We still haven't put you under any pressure, clearly. You're smiling too much. Guys are having too much fun in the kitchen here, but listen, it is smelling so good.
I know you were coming here to
there we
taste.
go.
Well, there was only one reason. I'm going to stick around.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Burger sauce. We're going on. We're getting a bit messy with it. We're slicing as the sauce is going in.
Sarah, what are you up to on that side? What is that, mashed potato? What have you made?
The sauce.
Cheesy white sauce that we made.
Yum.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
All right, so while they're doing that, let's Expresso hot mess and decide for sure
My word.
where on the spectrum this will end
Look
up.
how it looks.
Oh, this is a double cheeseburger.
Burger bathing in cheese sauce.
Okay, Raul, let's go.
Oh, my word.
Ladies, you can assemble yours. I love how we bring guests on the show and say, feed yourself.
I can't even grip this thing. Whoa! Look how big it is.
There is a stick through here.
First task is, can you bite it?
Look at that.
Excuse the mess I'm about to make right now. There is a stick in here on my side, so I'll just keep that there
Look
so it
at
doesn't...
this, ladies.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, good luck.
All right, good luck to you. Okay, in 3, 2, you ladies also have to have one.
Okay. Let's go.
Gosh, darn it. Whoa. Guys, are you experiencing what I'm experiencing right now? Oh, my word.
I don't even think we need the paddles. That's just 100 out of 100 success.
I want to, like, jump into this and just swim around in the sauce. Oh, this is
You're already
so...
swimming in it.
We don't need paddles for this one. This is an absolute success. I don't know what you guys think, but officially, while I pull the food out of my face and my teeth, wow, I'm blown away. I think I got some on my nose here as well. Sorry, whatever this looks like. But this is worth the mess, eh?
Absolutely great. I do say recommended half the burger. Don't even try to go for both, but this definitely is a success. And you know what? We don't even have any left for the ladies out in Jersey, but believe us when I say, next time you're down, this is on the menu.
So good.
It is such a yummy, beautiful, beautiful time in Cape Town. Right now in Johannesburg, though, we're getting into a yummy time as well because we are celebrating our incredible hopefuls for the top billing presenter search. The journey to finding South Africa's next top billing host continues right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, my friend, where we are profiling the incredible talent making waves in the presenter search top 40.
And right now in our Johannesburg studios, we are sitting down with one of the top contenders vying for that life-changing contract. My Feel Good family, put your hands together. It's Tiffany Francis. Good morning.
Good morning, gorgeous. How are you?
So excited to be here.
Amazing. We're so happy that you're here. I mean, look, you're pretty and great, right?
No, listen, I was going to say power move, Kesana.
Yes. If there's a time to wear full red, it's for the top billing presenter. So I'm ready. I'm ready.
Love that.
Look, when all the cameras are down, when all the lights are down, your friends and family know who the true you is. Who would you say that is, and how would you bring that to the top billing screen?
Well, you know, I'm an entrepreneur. I started a business when I was 19.
Wow.
So I think to my core, I've always been quite ambitious and a storyteller as well. I think a big part of building a brand is telling a story and through people as well. So to my core, that's who I've always been. And I'm excited to take it to the next level with top billing.
Oh, girl, you always take it to the next level because in 2021, you were part of the top 10 of Miss South Africa. Talk to us about that. How did that specific, journey prepare you for where you are right now?
That was such a life-changing journey. And I think when you're on the outside of it, you probably see it at a very superficial stance.
Okay.
But for me, it's the reason I'm sitting here today.
Sure.
It was quite monumental for me and my personhood. It changed a lot. It's where I learned how to be extremely responsible, how to converse with people, how to tell stories. And I think it added to building a business as well. So it really changed my life. And had I not gone through that experience, I don't think I would have had the capability and the confidence to enter something like the top billing presenter search. So really life-changing.
And top billing might be very life-changing too. Might be coming your way.
100%.
Everybody watching you now, they're like, we might have missed the opportunity to audition for top billing. So why did you feel like I need to grab this with both my hands and just do the audition, send it through, and see where it takes me?
Well, actually, funny story. I was hoping and waiting for the top billing presenter search to become a thing.
Love that.
So I think always subconsciously I monitored and I readied myself for it. And when I saw it come out, the excitement was there. So just putting it together, my entry video, thinking about the intention behind it, I always feel like I was ready and tracking it. And when I got to do it and being able to sit here with you guys this morning in South Africa, it's incredibly exciting.
I love that. I feel like a lot of the top billing presenter search hopefuls, they all say, I was waiting for top billing to come back. It's like you guys could feel it in your blood that it was coming back.
It was an energy.
Yes. So let's talk about this then, because you've already envisioned yourself as the next top billing presenter search winner. What is it that you envision yourself doing as the host? If you could put together a segment that says all things Tiffany, but is going to resonate with the rest of South Africa, what would it be, darling?
Well, the thing I love about top billing is that it goes beyond just showcasing luxury. So we celebrate South African culture, and that's in terms of lifestyle, craftsmanship, design, but there's intention wrapped into it. And as a business owner, I've loved being able to combinate and associate with so many different entrepreneurs. So if I were to do a segment, I think I would cover South African entrepreneurship in all spheres. So arts, culture, fashion, interior design. I think that's important. Understanding the behind the scenes of the mindset and the people behind that as well. So I think celebrating that would be a highlight.
Beautiful.
A top billing content producer is listening to you right now and they're going, yes, ma'am. That sounds quite right.
I love that. And how would this journey change your life? If you were to be the winner, what would be the thing that you think it would bring to you, or even the things as Tiffany?
Well, without sounding too cliche, I think I've grown up wanting to. Being a top billing presenter it's the job, having this aspiration. So I think it would just be able to bring my individualism a lot more forward. I'd be quite excited for that as well. And letting the world know Tiffany and Tiffany in top billing, So I think it would be exciting to introduce South Africa to me and be able to take top billing in a forward way in terms of that entrepreneurship and that business side as well.
Beautiful. This is just the beginning of the nation getting to know you. Congratulations, top 40. Bring it home.
Thank you.
There we go.
Congratulations. Beautiful. And also congratulations to all of our hopefuls. We wish you the best of luck. And my friend, remember, you can watch all of the top 40 presenter search videos on the SABC Plus app.
Now, all you guys have to do is obviously go to the top billing presenter search page, or of course stream it via the SABC Plus mobile application like Zanzan just said. She's sticking around, the pretty girl in red, but right now we're taking a quick fast ad break.
welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. Music has an incredible way of breaking boundaries, and our next guest does exactly that. We are sitting with someone who has taken traditional Afrikaans pop roots and turned it into something infused with a fresh global sound. This morning we have an Afrikaans pop star, and she's going to take us through her journey and her creative process and tell us all about everything.
It is, of course, the beautiful Zoe, pretty in pink. Hoe gaan dit, meisie? Lekker, man.
You guys are so beautiful as well, stunning.
Right back at you. We've been listening. We've been listening to you during your sound check, and we're like, we can't wait for you to just show your talent to the whole nation.
Thank you so much.
Incredible. Okay, so let's get into it. Jy's 'n lekker boere meisie.
Ek is 'n boere meisie.
Ja, okay, kom ons sien. Jy het op 'n plaas naby Tsenin opgeword.
Ja,
groot geword. So ek wil weet, how has the transition from being a plaasmeisie to now this big city girl? How has it really shaped the person you are and then also the artist that you are?
I think in my heart I've always been a city girl. I think I was a city girl living in a plaasdorpie. So I couldn't wait to...
That's giving Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana.
We talked about it beforehand. I really looked up to Hannah Montana growing up, as every little girl did. So it wasn't a very big transition. It was a very exciting time. I was chasing my dreams, doing everything that I love. So it was a beautiful transition.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of cool transitions, you actually were working as a teacher.
Yes.
The coolest teacher, probably.
Yeah.
Before your music career took off. So tell us a little bit about how you decided that music was your true calling before anything else.
Well, as I grew up, I knew that I loved music. I grew up as a dancer first. So I did ballet since age 2, and I sang in front of people since I was like 6 years old. So I've always wanted to do it, but it doesn't feel like a possibility when you grow up in a very small town in the middle of literally nowhere. You don't think that's going to happen for you ever. So when I was a teacher, I started posting videos on my Instagram and covers of songs and everything, and through that a record label saw me.
Nice.
And they gave me the opportunity to come audition for a record deal. So that's how everything really happened for me. It's like it doesn't really happen like that for anyone. You usually have to sing in bars for years, and I did do that after I got my deal, but yeah, it felt from God, you know. It felt beautiful and kismet.
Did you go to school dressed like this?
No,
I was going to be like, you are the coolest teacher if you did that.
No, you know, we have dress code.
Okay, yeah, etiquette. Okay, now take me through your breakthrough song. It was Crazy Macy.
Yeah.
Take me through that specific song, because the writing inspiration behind that it's definitely just a song for the youth, for the girls out there. Do you feel like you're a girl's girl?
I'm such a girl's girl. Hell yeah. The song, I have 2 songs. So one is Crazy Macy, and Insecure Macy is the one that blew up last year. I do this thing on TikTok where I just write songs and then I just play it for people, and then I see how the crowd likes it and if I want to release it. And that song blew up overnight. It got like 400,000 streams on TikTok alone, and then I was like, okay, I need to release this. I was writing it just about my own experience. I think as girls growing up, it is hard. You always feel in competition with somebody else. If somebody else is prettier than you, you want to put them down and stuff. So I grew up around a lot of that energy, and last year, I just felt fed up with it. I felt like we could just all love each other. We should just get over fighting like this about useless nonsense. And that's kind of where the story originated from. And then I wrote it, and yeah, there is this history. It really changed my life.
Yeah, and all the girls love it.
Yes, they do. And the boys do too. Yes, you see big men singing the song, and I'm like, yes, okay.
Beautiful.
Now, you're absolutely bringing that girls energy, spanning across all genres, which is absolutely perfect. Now, what I do know is that 2 of your incredible singles, Insecure Macy's and Mayeda, you are going to be performing one of it for tonight for us. So I'm quite excited for that. Now, tell us, in terms of youth culture, those are 2 prominent singles.
Yes.
Where have you drawn the emotional bandwidth from in terms of your lyrics?
I think I write all of my songs. I like the quote that says, write what you know. So all of my songs are of my own personal life and experiences, and I like to take draw inspiration from that. I also use some fictional stuff as well, but I just love songwriting. I couldn't imagine my life without writing songs every day. And yeah, what better inspiration than the people around you and the experiences you've built up throughout your life.
I wish I could write. I wish I could sing. Can you dance?
I can dance, yeah.
A triple threat. Could
yeah,
never
watch
be
out.
me.
No, never. I could only do SingStar.
I could only do sing stuff.
You guys are so beautiful. You must become models.
Stop it, Zoe. Look, you went viral on social media. What would you say is the next goal? What's next for Zoe?
I just want to keep on growing. You know, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to do anything, because then it starts turning into a job, and I don't want this is my hobby and my passion. So I don't want it to become anything that it's not supposed to be. I'm enjoying my life. I'm doing so well. I'm so booked and busy, and it's so nice to be where I am right now.
We love a booked and busy hun.
Yes.
Let's keep it that way.
Now, we know where you've come from. We know where you are, and it's incredible. But talk to us about where you're going. So in terms of where your album releases are coming from, your upcoming collaborations, and probably a dream stage that you see yourself on. Take us through that.
Give me your dream stage quickly, and then we'll continue all the artists that you'd love to work with before the performance.
Okay, beautiful. I think my dream stage to be on is Liefde Dump. I played this year as well, and it's still my dream
That
stage.
crowd is incredible.
It's incredible.
We'll see you at the next one.
Yes.
From my lips to God's ears.
Thank you.
There we go.
It's lovely. Now, we've loved having you here. We can see that she has taken a storm in terms of the music industry, and she's an incredible Zoe. And let's head over back to Cape Town and see what they're up to.
What a beautiful interview catching up with Zoe. We can't wait to see her perform a little bit later. For now, though, we want to settle this because everyone takes a break a little bit differently. Some people need complete silence and also peace and quiet. Some need some coffee and a good catch-up.
Yeah, and then there are those who announce they're taking a quick break and they never are seen again. Gone. Off the face of the planet. Well, listen, this is what it's about. We want to know what kind of break taker you are. Are you a 5-minute escape artist? Are you the snack and chat specialist? Or the person who disappears and nobody knows where they've actually gone?
Ooh, I would say a mix of 2 and 3.
Mix of 2 and 3,
I love
yeah?
sharing a snack, having a bit of a chat, but I also need some me time.
Ah, yeah, I like
So split that 5 minutes, 2.5, 2.5.
I actually do like 2.5 of like intensity. So you think
Yeah.
I'm there and then poof, I'm gone.
Gone.
And then everyone's like, no, he's around somewhere. Meanwhile, he's gone off the face
Wow,
of the
that
planet.
is you. That is him.
It's high impact, okay? That's what it's all
Yes,
about.
I'm here for it.
I wonder what you think about this one, Zanzi, because I know there's a lot of opportunities we can have fun with this one, especially depending on your mood. I know
Yeah.
some days you might actually just want to be all a part of the conversation and don't want to have that FOMO effect.
And some days you just want silence, and we don't blame you. We don't judge you for whichever choice you go for. Whatever it is, though, make sure that you've got your Oh My Rusk right by you. Because they want to know, what does your perfect time to dip actually look like? Maybe it is that first coffee of the day before the madness actually begins, a beautiful tea break with your favorite colleague that we're doing right now, or putting your feet up after a super long day.
This is what it's about, Mzansi, and it gets even better because you stand the chance to win one of 3 Rusk hampers, and all you got to do, simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and complete the sentence. My perfect hashtag time to dip moment is... ... Give us your answer.
Don't forget to use that hashtag time to dip and hashtag have a broke on Oma. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. It's time for us to take a break.
That means I must do my thing and disappear.
Bye.
See you in 5 minutes, maybe? Maybe not.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break.
Andre! I'm on a break!
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And believe it or not, it is still winter. But listen, there's absolutely every reason to not feel like it because something warm and inviting is happening. And there's another reason to explore the V&A waterfront.
Now, the neighborhood is home to some of South Africa's most exciting designers, as we know, but also the makers and creative entrepreneurs. And now you can discover them all along the African Design Trail. From fashion, which we love, to jewelry, to art, homeware, and so much more. So right now we're joining, or at least joined by the wonderful V&A Waterfront Head of PR and Communications, Donald Cow. Let's give him a feel good welcome.
Cow in the building.
Welcome back, Don, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, man. I feel like you're like the waterfront's magician. You always got something rolled up your sleeve. You got just something cool to deliver.
So exciting.
Well, this is even cooler than I thought. The African Design Trail, man. Talk to me about the concept behind this, the why, and how exciting it is from your perspective as well.
I think for us is that, look, we've got so many visitors coming into the waterfront, but the big interest point is in the growth of African art, craft, and design. I mean, what South Africa has to offer the world in terms of what local crafters are producing.
It's exceptional, yeah.
It's been quite exceptional for us. It's been a massive growth area. And we've now have enough space where we've created opportunities for this art and craft to live and be available to visitors and shoppers to the waterfront.
And you know what? It's so exciting when, I know a lot of people have things to say about foreigners, but when you see and hear them get so excited and their eyes light up when they do see what we have to offer, because it is so exceptional and so much better than they could have expected. So let's talk about the Alfred Mall, and really it has become a destination for contemporary African design. So what can we expect there when we enter the space?
This is an interesting opportunity for us. I think what we've seen is we've got the watershed, which everybody kind of knows, which is the local craft and design. And these are much smaller stores, right? And Alfred Mall was an opportunity for us to really curate those who'd grown and they needed a larger space, and they were looking to aspire to get into the main shopping center.
Sure.
This is a transitional space. We could bring some brands into an area where we've created boxes that they could fit out and start to represent their brands in ways that really talk about their aspiration. And it's a beautifully curated space. It sits below one of our main hotels, the V&A Hotel. And in there you can find, Hannah Lavery's there now. You've got Africa Store. And really it's a mix of fashion, art, craft and design, homeware, jewelry design, and art. And so it's a fantastic space just if you want to immerse yourself, where you can interact with these brands. Some of the owners are in the store, so you really kind of get to have a sense of experience of where these brands come from and where they're going.
That's actually what I exactly wanted to chat to you about. I mean, obviously with all these changes taking place, and I never thought of it as a sort of a journey that a designer could actually go on in order to reach that sort of upper echelons of where they could, where the potential could lie. But more so about the fact that it seems like so many designers are actually calling the waterfront home. And I can kind of understand why, because often in the past it would just be a curation of a few African items or a few artist items. But you mentioned it now, the artists are there. They're literally expressing, showcasing in the moment. You get to interact and meet them. This is very different to what you'd normally expect in a shopping mall, per se. This goes one step further.
It does. And the great part, I think, about it is that the feedback is immediate. The visitors are there, they get to talk to you about the product, where it comes from. It's a storytelling opportunity that you have with a customer right in front of you. And that sort of feedback is important in kind of how do you then move up the design? What do you need to improve? Ours is to curate the best of South Africa, the best of Africa in the waterfront experience, and really give these entrepreneurs an opportunity to grow their businesses. And that's what we've seen. And then you kind of see them grow through and get into the main shopping center where we have Makosa and we have Tsepo Jeans.
The top dogs. The top dogs.
So when I go to radio, it's right by the waterfront as well. And I find myself walking up that upper echelon alley many times. And it makes me so proud to see Tsepo Jeans there and Makosa as well. Other day I walked past, I saw Makosa is doing something bigger. They're expanding, they're growing. So tell me more about where we're headed.
So we've expanded our luxury wing.
I actually
if you're
noticed
around,
that this
please come
weekend.
through and have a look at it. It's fantastic space, much bigger boxes. And so we get to move our brands around a little bit, give those who are growing a much bigger opportunity. And as I said, Tsepo Jeans has kind of moved into a new space now, and he's just arrived. Makosa's been there with us for a number of years. years, and that store is doing great. And there's a whole bunch. I mean, we really have a queue of South African brands who are looking to come into the waterfront, and we're always constantly looking at how do we curate a space and offer opportunities to these brands.
Yeah. And mind you, Maklosa is right next to the Louis of the world, right next to the Gucci's of the world.
No. The Louis are next
right
to
next
Maklosa.
to. Come on, Ladruma.
That's all you
Thank
gotta
very
say. I gotta say though, man, I was there the weekend, and it was really cool to see that and experience that. I felt like I was overseas.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you've ever been to like Italy or Europe, and you have those lines standing in these big boxes with these incredible brands. You transported me there, and I was in the waterfront, and it was such a weird experience, feeling like I was in this international space.
Oh, that's it.
But there was the African touch that I needed, that I looked for, that I could celebrate. So you've balanced this out in such a perfect way, man. I want to know what's to come. Where's the future of this trail looking in terms of why people should jump on board, why they should experience this?
I think it's spreading itself throughout the waterfront experience. Some people will remember, for example, our festive campaign with the Christmas decorations.
Yes.
We've turned those all into a display and showcase of African art and design, as opposed to the typical, snow and tinsels that you see there.
Right.
That is the progression. That is really the opportunity. And now you'll go into some of our hotels, for example, have started to take on that African art, craft, and design into their decorations, into the settings that you experience. And so it's to create opportunities for people to create interesting stuff and have it showcased throughout the spaces that we have at the waterfront, and really bring our products and creativity out into the world.
Sure. This is why they call him the main Don. Because he knows exactly what he's talking about. Every single effort that you guys make at the V&A is so appreciated by us living here, and then also the tourists that come on through. So thank you for supporting the economy in this type of way and supporting our local designers and artists, right?
Thank you for having me.
Of
You're
course.
welcome.
Giving us an incredible chance to celebrate and a chance for you to experience. So if you are looking for a little inspiration this winter, why not head down to the V&A waterfront and discover the creativity, the talent, and the incredible stories waiting along the African Design Trail. And you can experience the incredible creativity, this craftsmanship, and the stories behind some of our continent's most exciting designers, one of which we're going to get front row seats to talk to out in Jersey in just a bit.
Oh, yes, baby. Listen, I am so excited about this guy because I remember reading about him years ago where he went overseas to go and, do some studying. And then he came back and he created this beautiful pattern that we now see today, which is Maklosa. And my friend, one thing about Maklosa, it is the fact that it is taking over the world. I love it. Not only is it all over South Africa, but there's even a store in New York. One thing I love about South Africans, we don't just allow our music and our culture to be known around the world. We excel in every single thing, from the rugby to the fashion. And this is why today we get to celebrate with a man who is indeed part of this V&A celebration that we're doing today. And Oladuma, what I love about him as well is the fact that he continues to just allow young South Africans to also just be elevated by putting them in Maklosa. So everybody, please would you welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is none other than Oladuma Ngoko. Laduma, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. And you?
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. When you step out of your house, do you always look like so?
I'm always on brand.
You wake up like this.
I woke up like this.
Yes. I love that. Oh, Beyonce, honey. Can I just quickly say, Laduma, I want to shout you out, because remember I said you always give young people a platform. I got the honor of getting to interview Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler in Maklosa Sana. And it was such a moment. Everybody there complimented me.
Beautiful.
South Africa to the world.
Right. But Laduma, let's talk about this beauty that you allow so many of us just to be dressed in. First and foremost, I want us to talk about what inspired you to create something that speaks so loudly about your heritage.
The inception of the brand concept was based on a thesis project that I did at the Nelson Mandela University.
Yes.
Many moons ago, I think it was 16 years ago.
Yes.
In 2010, I basically came up with a concept which is an alternative dress code for Xhosa initiates. As you know, we Xhosa boys always have to, every 6 months, have to go through a ritual that is a transition from boyhood to manhood. So I came up with an idea that, how about I take Xhosa beadwork and convert them into modernized aesthetic? And that is, in essence, what my Xhosa represents, but at a broader scale now, because we've we've widened and accumulated a wider market.
Yeah. And they spoke about it a little bit in Cape Town because you said, I'm going to take up space. You've just moved into a bigger and better space at the V&A Waterfront. Congratulations!
Finally.
Finally. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for the brand?
It means a lot because number one, our Cape Town store was the smallest.
Yeah.
It was about 45 square meters. Right now, we're sitting on 140 square
Ooh.
So there's more breathing space, and we've got the ocean view.
Yes.
I mean, an ocean view in Cape Town hits different.
Yeah.
And we've moved from where we originally were to right next to where Gucci is right now.
Wow.
So we're looking forward to serving our dynamic tourist market in Cape Town and the locals as well, of course. Cape Town is a very interesting market. I used to live there 12 years ago, and I got to learn about how dynamic and how different it is from Johannesburg and Durban. So I always enjoy going there to check the store.
Oh, he's just going to check one of the stores.
One of the
all
stores.
over.
And I wanted to ask you, it's like asking who's your favorite child, but out of all the stores you have all around the world, which one's your favorite? Cape Town?
That's a very tricky question. Cape Town is still on a build-up. You should be ready in a week or so. But my utmost favorite at the moment right now is East London.
Oh!
The biggest in the country.
I love that. Are they also your biggest customers, Chomi?
In the Eastern Cape, yes.
Love that. East London's my hometown. Go Kakompo City.
Shout out to Kompo.
Yes. But would you talk to us about this? Because from the V&A Waterfront to international stages like Paris Fashion Week, what did it feel like to have your brand yet again on one of the biggest fashion stages in the whole entire world?
For us, for now, it feels like business as usual. This is our 6th season. We've been at it for the past 5 seasons, and it has been a very difficult one because Paris operates at very high standards.
Love that.
And therefore, we had to adapt, we had to learn, we had to take up space as a team and make sure that we put our best foot forward. You know, because Paris Fashion Week is the biggest fashion platform in the world. And it's almost impossible to get in. We had to knock a couple of years to get in.
Wow. Sure. And we were talking about V&A Waterfront. We had a conversation with them in Cape Town. They love supporting local designers. They love giving you guys a space and a platform. What does it mean to have someone on your side like the V&A Waterfront to give you, designers like yourself, that space?
Waterfront does a great job, especially with the project that they started, I think, 5 years ago called the Potato Shed.
Yes.
It evolved a lot of designers, especially in terms of their finance income, you know, because that grows businesses fast. For us, people that are in the main side of the mall, there are brands like Galax Boy, there are brands like Tepo Jeans, which are local, that we love. Of course, now they are established, but on the come up, they needed access and support, you know. And I was their designer in 2020 during COVID when we opened in the V&A Waterfront. Of course, shopping malls have high standards to maintain, and we have to comply by those standards. And I must say, it's probably one of the most difficult things to do as an entrepreneur because you have to work with multiple professionals who are not in your field. Contractors who are architects and compliance officers and designers. So we've learned a lot from that journey. And V&A Waterfront has came to the party and said that, okay, guys, how can we make sure that we connect you guys with the tourist market and any other market that will be interested in your product?
Sure. Love that.
Our placement was well placed since the day we walked into the V&A Waterfront.
Oh, Latuma, we love it. Your parents knew what they were doing when they said, Latuma, because you stay scoring, and we love to see you win. Congratulations, Puti. What you're doing is honestly something to marvel at, 100%. And we're so glad that we get a front row seat just to see you win over and over again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you at Paris Fashion Week.
Oh, Asam,
I was going to say we'll see you in Cape Town. He said, no, dream bigger. We'll see you there overseas. What a beautiful celebration of creativity, culture, and design. You can discover Laduma's work and so many other incredible local designers by following the African Design Trail and the V&A Waterfront on all their social media platforms this winter too.
Yes, honey, it is always so beautiful to see us as South Africans just giving each other the platforms that we deserve. But my beautiful family, you got to make sure that you stay tuned because honestly and truly, we still got so much coming up, yeah? We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zanzi. Welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up right here on S3. And let me prepare you for something exciting right now. Because if you know about it, then you know that Cape Town property prices have been climbing for a while now. And with the Western Cape setting well above the national average, and now listen, it's got people asking whether the Atlantic Seaboard is still worth it. Well, listen, we brought in 3 Pam Golding specialists, their very own voices on this strip, and equally as good looking as the properties are. We're talking about Basil Moraitis, Barbara Rogers, as well as Annette Hepburn to talk us through where the value proposition really is right now. So firstly, to our gorgeous panel over here, how are we doing this morning?
Thank you, and thank you for inviting us to be on the show and for letting us come a little bit later so we could at least have our coffee this morning.
Yeah, you'd have your coffee and obviously look as good as you do right now, so you're officially TV ready. I see the gift of the gab here, but I want to talk to you firstly, Basil. Maybe you can set the scene for me. Talking about affordability in Cape Town, this is a space that is growing exponentially. We're hearing so many stories of people far and wide wanting to call it their forever home and their forever space. How do you respond to people saying that, hey, there might not be enough sort of either not supply, but also just the pricing? It might be too expensive to get in, or might possibly be not worth it. I don't know. What do you say to this?
Well, it's a very simple function of the market. It's supply and demand. If people want what we have, which they clearly do.
Which they do, yeah.
Absolutely. Then the market will find the price, and that's what's happening. We don't have enough supply. We constrain geographically. There's no room to grow, especially on the top end of the Atlantic Seaboard, with the whole Atlantic Seaboard. 20 years ago, I suppose Clifton and Camps Bay were the only place that people really aspired to. Sea Point was the poorer sister. But today, the entire Atlantic Seaboard, if you can get your foot in the door, go for it.
And also, if you're in the door, it's almost like the stamp of approval, like you've made it, you've arrived, you're in paradise, right?
Absolutely.
Talk to me about that demand in terms of supply and that chain. How many new properties are actually really becoming available? What's that sort of rate?
That's the interesting thing about the market. Cities evolve or they stand still.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate, we've got a very progressive local government. The supply that they've allowed to come on stream has allowed the Atlantic seaboard to grow. There's a number of new developments coming to the market. In addition to that, we also have further densification. Single residential allows you to build 3 units on a plot. So we are catering to that demand, but it's still very difficult to find supply. As soon as it's available, it sells out. There's been numerous developments that sell out on launch, such as the demand worldwide and from South Africa.
Sure, good problems, I guess, and speaks to the beauty that we have in our country as well. Before we dive from your expertise to the rest of our incredible panel here, I just wanted to ask you, let's hypothetically say I had like 20, maybe 10 million rand sitting in my bank account. What's the best way to utilize that on the strip? What would you recommend?
I would say if you find something that you can add value, find a place where if you've got 10 million and you can add value, buy that. Because you cannot go wrong if you add value. There's no such thing as overcapitalizing anymore on the Atlantic seaboard. If they're not creating any more space available for people to buy, that's where you spend your money. Look where you can add some value.
So it almost seems like we haven't really reached that ceiling yet. I mean, you would think it would be coming, it's coming soon, and then the market just does what it does.
Unless there's a lot more supply that comes on, or people don't want to buy anymore, this market is going to continue.
Sure. All right. Well, listen, I want to chat to the rest of the ladies over here. Barbara, firstly, our the Camps Bay queen. I think for the last few years, this has been your zone. You've been dominating it. You've been one of the top performers as well. So probably the best person to ask this question. What's your perspective been on, like, with regards to Camps Bay? How has it changed over the years, especially from the allure of customers wanting to be in that space? Is it still hip happening? Is it still the place to be?
Definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
I've been around for 30 years, and it has changed from a family-orientated market where children grow up, where they play on the beach, the dogs are running around in the garden. About 8-9 years ago, to a Airbnb. When that came online, suddenly there was investment. A home was never an investment. You lived in it.
Yes.
Now it's become a capital. You put capital in, your capital is growing, and it has that investment aspect.
Yeah.
So that has changed very much in the last 8-9 years.
And I could ask you to share stories that would probably blow all our minds away, but do you have like a recent deal that maybe best illustrates how much value is still being created in the specific pocket?
Yes, we had a luxury apartment that we sold about 8 months ago. It went in.
Did you say an apartment?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many rooms would that be?
1 of 2.
Okay.
400 square meters.
All right.
So enough rooms.
Decent
4
size,
bedrooms,
yeah.
Very decent. And was in the mid-30s, and there was a historic return of 4 million rand in a year. So there are still.
Did you just say in a
returns to be
year?
had. In a year.
Whoa,
Yes.
that's insane. I wish they probably had like 5 of those then with that sort of return on investment. But clearly, if you are looking to get into Camps Bay or you want to maybe invest, Barbara is your girl, all right?
Yes,
Barbara's your
there
girl.
you are.
Reach out to her. She's got the gift of the cab,
I have all
obviously.
the answers.
Yeah, all the answers as well. Ms. Heppan, I want to chat to you. Obviously, you just sold vacant land in Nettleton Road. A road that has been taking so many sort of headlines. We've heard all about it. I've seen some of the spaces there. 170 million rand. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Well,
Yes.
firstly, wow. What does the sale look like? What does it tell us about this area? What does it tell us about the market? I mean, for the South African, this is money that you don't even dream about. It's that big. But what does this mean for you?
Well, Nettleton Road is most certainly the most sought after road on the African continent.
It's like the road, right?
And it's a road where captains of industries buy trophy properties. And to own a property in Nettleton Road is definitely fantastic if you can get a property in Nettleton.
There's not many in that road,
There's only
right?
36 front doors in Nettleton Road.
Exclusivity.
And again, they don't make any more, so there's no apartment buildings, there's no sectional title, so they're all freehold, so they are extremely sought after.
So, Annette, what you're saying is people need to know you. you're the plug. If they even want to remotely look at that road, you're the go-to.
I currently have a beautiful home for sale in Edmonton.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
At 175 million, so anybody interested, they should call me.
Hey, Mzansi, you ready to flex? Well, we've got the lady here that can make it happen. Obviously, Clifton residents are, like, I think you've been in the space as well for a good couple of years. So what do you think outsiders constantly get wrong about this address or the misconceptions?
Well, I've been a Clifton resident and homeowner for the last 27 years.
Sure.
And I think what they get wrong is they don't know the area. They don't know what it offers. And it probably offers the most incredible lifestyle because, you know, it's home to the rich and famous. It's the playground of the rich and famous. And people come with their yachts and they come and they moor their yachts in the bay that is completely wind-free. It offers the most incredible sunsets. You can see all 4 beaches. You can see the 12 Apostles. And you have 4 beautiful beaches in walking distance, of which one, 4th beach, is a blue flag beach. It's got blue flag status.
So you're literally just ticking the boxes when it comes to being a part of a paradise.
It offers a lifestyle that in my opinion, that you can't find anywhere else.
So this is the reason why you look so good. 23 years in Clifton. That does
27.
something. 27 years? Oh, wow, okay. Clearly there's something special going on in that area. But I want to thank all 3 of you for coming through, reminding us about the beauty that we have in our country. One that we should maybe try and get a slice of at the same time. But I also think this appeals to so many foreigners and internationals that watch our show right now. They are wanting a piece of this incredible pie. And you guys are doing the most to showcase our beauty. I can't thank you enough. And I want to say good luck on that sale. 175?
Thank you. Yes.
I think it's going to be a winner, eh?
Thanks very much.
Nice, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for having us.
Oh, it is beautiful to think what we have on our doorstep. But thank you so much to the 3 for coming through this morning, headlining what might be not just the price tag, but what we've heard in terms of the growth, the scarcity, and this lifestyle demand that the Atlantic seaboard is offering. It's still backing up that with these numbers, it's a property that is more than just special. This is a lifetime investment. It's an opportunity to live in paradise, and it could be yours.
I am optimistic. I am passionate, very passionate. That's one thing I know for sure. I am Pam.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. It's time to end off the show on a high, baby.
Pretty in pink, she's here to perform for you live. It is Zoe with Insecure Mason.
Ek woon soms so sy aan die slaapraad gehad. Drank en ruik ook so sy wat saak maak vir haar. Maaikies kinder agter haar rug en ek woon soms so weet sy wat die ware connectie is. Wat boyfriend lyk cool, maar allemaal sê hy cheat. Hulle kan nie opbreek, anders was sy weer vind nie. Maar sy moet ophou met haar uitbarst en simpel bloed. Sy sweer sy wat met ons ken my nie. Maar insecure meisies wil jou sterk laat voel. En insecure meisies wil jou klein en maak as wat jy is, want jy is 'n bedreiging vir haar. Ja, hulle sê maak mense dom en die my God. Ja, insecure meisies wil jou sterk laat voel. En insecure meisies wil jou klein en Soms so weet sy wat 'n ware koneksie is. Want 'n boyfriend lyk cool, maar almal sê hy cheat. Hulle kan nie opbreek anders was sê die agter nie. Maar sy moet ophou met haar uitbarstings in publiek. Sy spesiaal my maar sy ken my nie. Maar insecure meisies wil jou sleg laat voel. En insecure meisies wil jou kleiner maak. As wat jy is op die dreiging vir haar. Ja, jy sien wat net dom en jy moet go. Ja, insecure meisies wil jou sleg laat voel. En insecure meisies wil jou kleiner maak. As wat jy is op die dreiging vir haar. Ja, jy sien wat net dom en jy moet go. En sy wat veel die veel sal bly. En iemand sal ooit vir haar. Sy is bekend vir die klere aan haar lyf. Sy is bekend om die laaste woord te kry. Maar sy sal kry wat sy verdien.
Another feel-good production.
I like the name. Can we say in our outfits? Thank you. Cameraman, don't